So, last we left off, I believe we were in the farmer's house?
Yeah, Nicholas.
After purging the electric Nicholas?
Yes.
Okay.
So you were all... When last we left our... I'm really still not comfortable calling them heroes. We were having a nice meal after destroying a very strange staticky electric version of Nicholas. Or maybe not. I don't know. It just kind of seemed like he got angry and wanted you to get out.
Well, we did break into his house.
And then killed him.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
Our heroes, everyone.
Man, are we really the heroes?
yeah.
Nope.
look, the rest of this world is actual magical beings pranking people to death. I feel like you're heroes by scale alone.
Is there really any good or evil in what we're doing?
Yeah, these
I ask
fair
myself that question
jackasses.
every night.
And the answer is always yes.
Yes.
We're probably
Yeah, Bram, Errol's succumbing to Edge. We're gonna need to...
Oh god, he's got the anime monologue disease.
Alright, so...
Alright, so I assume you guys stayed the night.
If he's nice enough.
Yeah,
Like
Nicholas offers to let you guys sleep on the floor or some shit. He doesn't really have another bed, but
We got bedrolls.
yeah, I mean it's a warm place and it's not outside where you could, I don't know, get dumped in lighter fluid and pissed by a fae.
Light fluid hasn't even been invented yet, but it will be invented for that prank.
Yes, I was about to say, it's like, if it hasn't been invented yet, they will invent it just to screw with us.
Yes.
So,
Precisely. Alright. So you wake up the next morning.
I love your character sheets. I love them.
They're the best character sheets. No one has ever made a character sheet better than mine.
everyone who says they has fake news. Fake news.
No. Bad. Do
Sorry.
not compare me to that
Orange guy.
orange
Monkey. Gorilla.
thing.
Dink.
Shit, man. Simon,
Oh, damn.
whoa!
No.
Like, I know we don't like him, but damn, that's just too much.
He is an insufferable dink.
Alright, so, how does the night end?
Sounds like an off-brand Marvel hero. We have the Incredible Hulk.
No, I see where you're going with this.
That's pretty awful. But so, okay, how does the night go?
Honestly, I'd take him over some Marvel C-listers. He's better than Speedball.
Speedball.
Oh, it happened.
Okay. Well.
Speedball!
Well,
Yeah.
So, how does the night go?
So, I mean, it goes.
Do we get ambushed?
You're in a house.
Do we get ambushed?
I mean, not violently.
Don't act like
You get ambushed by a vicious group of
I'm sorry.
like
does the
5
house
ants.
does the house ambush us?
No,
Okay.
You know the house is there, so it's not an ambush.
it's true.
It would just be treachery then.
That is also true.
Okay. Do we get betrayed by the house? I guess I should.
no,
You
however...
didn't have a treaty with the house, so it's not betrayal.
I mean, it's still a betrayal of confidence or faith, or however you want to phrase it.
Did you have faith in the house, like a religion or something?
We were allowed to stay here, so I would assume like. that
Okay,
is-
let us rephrase this. Do we have to roll initiative tonight?
So let's do a little. No.
Oh.
Yay.
No, because there's no point. The Tarrasque eats you.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, I don't know, like one of
Well,
you.
that's the campaign, guys.
Yeah, good job, Michael. You know, I really enjoyed this game.
Yeah, you
I
know,
really-
I feel like it was a good first
I
game.
think Bram had a good arc to getting eaten.
Going from being sickly and alive to being sickly and dead.
Yes, I'm still sick, even in the afterlife.
Yeah, I mean,
No one
I
eats
will.
you. You're just that sick.
It's a defense mechanism.
You can't eat me, or you shouldn't eat me.
You're still sweating Nickelodeon slime.
It's genuinely like a poison dart frog situation. Yeah,
Oh,
you
gross.
could eat me if you wanted to die.
A poison dart frog! Quick, turn the page! I had a book that like went through
That's a
like different animals, and sometimes it'd be like a poison dart frog. Quick, turn the page, because it's like poisonous. You don't want to. You gotta watch out.
It was pretty good.
So,
Alright,
Yeah.
so yeah, the night is uneventful. I don't know, maybe one of you gets like ambushed by a mouse and like bites you for 1d2 damage.
Felzan starts spooning Errol accidentally. And,
alright, yeah, who gets bitten? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Roll
alright,
a
everybody roll a d6.
God damn it. This is
I
what we.
left my
Hans,
dice
this
though.
is your fault.
Well, you can borrow mine.
The GM said it.
4.
1.
3.
You suggested it to him.
5.
Alright, so Bram gets bitten by a mouse for 1d4 minus 2 damage.
It's a pretty nasty mouse.
That's 2 damage.
Okay, that's a third of my hit points. Bram definitely yells and like reflexively shocks the nearest thing to him.
I wouldn't have been sleeping near you. Who's closest to you then?
I'm going to say sleeping order is table order, so he shocks Felizan.
Why would I sleep next to him though? But like,
There's only so much room.
Yeah, there's only so much.
ow! Roll damage. Roll
Damage?
shocking damage.
3 damage.
Ah! Felizan wakes up and punches Bram.
You guys are gonna kill each other. I don't know why I prepared the counters today.
Instinctive punch.
This mouse has indirectly done more damage than the boss of the previous session.
I punch Bram. He's lying on the
You
ground.
would hit a cripple.
Alright.
You just okay.
What's unarmed damage, everyone?
It's what I think it's 1.
First, it provokes an. Well, you don't have a weapon in hand, so you can't capitalize on the app that it provokes. But
and the fact that like he's on the ground, he's basically helpless.
Yeah, but
Yes,
you're
but
also
you-
prone, so the prone bonuses count. The prone
yeah,
is
and you're not You're not proficient.
with unarmed.
Okay, so-
So you take a -4 to your attack.
Alright.
All right.
So what's unarmed damage?
1d3 plus strength, non-lethal.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I miss.
Alright. You just kind of like punch the dirt floor, it hurts your knuckles a little.
What the fuck?
I got bit.
I got shocked. What's going on?
What's going on?
I got shocked. The asshole shocked me again.
Nicholas opens his door with a pitchfork and a candle. What in the hell? What is going on?
I got shocked.
What?
I got bit.
Wait, you got shocked?
Oh shit.
Is it back?
Alright, I need to roll I'm gonna roll sense mode to see like if I can get
Bram realizes what he's done accidentally, but decides not to say it. For the sake of party cohesion, you understand?
Hey, I think now I'm dragging the things back. I got shocked, guys.
Oh no.
I'm gonna make a flat wisdom check here. Just to be like, okay, that's only 7.
Oh shit! You're also spooked.
I'm still like, what the fuck?
You got shocked.
Yes, I look. There's a decidedly
That-
God
electric
fucking
burn.
damn it.
Oh no. Check for the long lines. Anyone?
I rolled
Perception.
Perception.
Nat 1.
10.
Bram does
15.
Alright, Lily definitively finds no lines. Errol is like, where? Are we in a house?
I'm very tired.
Maybe it was a fae.
That doesn't set it.
That does hell.
I don't
That's
know.
like-
What?
Like, you can literally say
Maybe
that.
it wasn't a demon, maybe it was a devil.
That's like saying, you can say that about literally everything in Tkohl. If the plants grow today, you could be like, maybe it's a fae, I don't know.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking of the like. Is this a blank butterfly meme? Is this a fae?
Remember the demonic scientist? Your pitiful cyber science will bow before our demonic science.
demonic
A
side.
superior demonic side.
But yeah.
Oh, please. Gravity is just demons we don't understand yet. My theory is that they're all trying to drag us into hell, but they can't do it quite right, so we just get pressed against the ground.
Alright.
That's where gravity comes.
Does anyone see any lines, Lily?
No, there are
Nope.
definitively no lines. You
Well-
two are unsure if you just if you just missed a couple of spots. You are sure that you searched the whole house. There aren't lines.
I hurt and I know I got shocked. What the fuck just
I
happened?
heard too, and I know I got bit.
Wait, what?
I got bit. Or clawed at or something.
So, oh
Do you have pets or something, Nicholas?
no.
I mean, was it a rat? Or what?
Can the
Does this
thing,
look like a rat?
can the thing
I don't know.
bite now?
I'm gonna
I'm
make-
gonna roll a heal check to see if that's a rat bite.
Alright, you roll a heal check.
15.
That's alright, yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
rat
going to
bite.
roll a wisdom check to remember.
It's surprisingly close to your jugular, but that's a rat bite.
Ah!
Natural
Okay.
20. I realize what to.
Alright, yeah.
Hey, wait the fuck! You did it to me again!
What?
What?
When you first took my money, you shocked me. This is this
Oh.
feels exactly like that.
Well, yes, I have a shocking ability, but I would. Did you bite me? I tried to.
No, I was just sleeping and then I got shocked.
I don't know. I sort of spasmed. It might have accidentally a spell.
I'm going back to bed.
Go to sleep.
Errol, can we switch places?
No.
I don't want to get shocked again.
We're both adjacent to him.
Right. Okay, never mind. Well, just
going
don't
back.
do that again, please.
I'm sorry, Nicholas.
No, that's fine.
Night, guys. Fellas on.
There's a creak and a clunk. Nicholas, you can hear Nicholas flop back onto his bed.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
Alright.
So
Well, that was an uneventful night.
so wait, you've still got healing spells, right? And you haven't prepared your next day yet.
Yeah, you could use like one
This
of these.
is kind of a serious injury, even for coming from a rat.
Okay, you heal 1d8 plus 1, so at least
There's
2
no way
damage.
you can't get back to full.
Yep.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
Alright. Are we all good? Alright. You wake up you wake up the next morning. It is 5 day. It
5
is-
day?
Yeah, 5 day. It's the last day of the week. The sun is kind of buried behind clouds. You can just see the first 3 fingers of the hand on the horizon.
Hello. Oh. Okay.
Alright. I assume you all set out back onto the road?
All right.
Yep.
Well, farewell, Nicholas.
Yep. Fellas on saddles long.
Nicholas is actually has already gotten up and is out in the fields already threshing corn. He has a lot of corn to thresh these days.
Is he using a scythe?
Yeah.
He just it's
Take care, Nicholas.
As Felazon walks by Nicholas, he just goes, just like your son, eh?
Well, we're both farmers who farm corn.
Hopefully you don't have to use that to fight off bandits.
That would be ideal.
It is helpful for
Anyway,
that.
I'll give your
Thanks for the rub, big man.
I'll give your greetings to him if I run into him again.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
And-
And his weapon is stupid.
We've mocked him for that more times than I can count.
Okay.
Get some water.
Off we go.
It's at this point that the trees have definitively started to thicken around here.
Okay.
There are some trees out on the plains, craggy affairs, places where they pushed some of the boulders in their fields so that the fields were more fertile and had these little islands of fallow lands where trees grow.
Mm. Starting to look more like home. I grew up in a little town a little bit a ways north of River Break called Brook Hill. It's been a long time since I've been back though. Probably shouldn't go back for a while.
Alright.
Alright, so
Alright.
onwards into the woods.
Alright. As you keep walking, the woods thicken very quickly. It's a sort of walking. There's a very nice place, a couple of trees. Wow. It's kind of grassy. Okay.
Okay.
So that situation.
Alright, so
As you continue to walk through the day, you hear a steady burbling and then a roar get closer and closer as the river comes back to meet with the road.
Okay.
oh, okay. Not that kind of roar.
I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Burbling transition to a roar had better be a waterfall. Was my thought when that description was happening, because Things that burble and then that turns into a roar are generally not good.
I was like, whoa, nice setup.
Worse than just roaring, honestly.
Yeah.
I would take just the roar, because that could be like, I don't know, a bear with a stealth of 30.
Oh god.
Not like
Marco's dangling
needs to
his
at
jaw.
least be a tier 4 Cthulhu beast.
Plan L.
No.
Alright. And as you near the end of the day, you arrive in Riverbreak.
Oh,
Okay.
we're there. All right.
It's
What?
a small town. Not. I mean, you're used to being in Rosengrad, and it's bigger than, say, the town you grew up in.
Brookhill.
Brookhill, and it's bigger than a lot of the towns you serviced when you were in the Blackfoot Mercenary Code.
Yep.
But it's definitely still a small community.
Okay.
Alright.
Errol likes this place. I think he's felt kind of suffocated by Rosengrad for a while.
That's a suffocating place.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I mean, we prefer beheading to strangulation, but...
Well, yes, but it's. I mean, you probably can't breathe very
Shut up, Greer.
Alright.
all right. Well, let's go see if there's an inn in town and get some lodging. We're gonna be here for a while.
I meant so. Alright.
And we've got to wait for Vanya. Or no, not Vanya. Vadim. Vadim.
It's
Anya.
suka vadim.
Oh,
Alright.
that absolute debil.
Absolute. I want a picture of a Russian person looking very angry that says absolutely debil.
So,
Okay. Alright, what crazy name do we have for the inn in this town?
Well, there is one very notable inn and tavern in town. Just seems like there's the one. Might be smaller ones, but really just one that has a sign on it. And it is a sign of a dog walking out. The sign is unlabeled, but it has a picture of a dog walking out of the river.
Okay. Well, let's find out what that translates to. I don't
Wait,
think
did we
dog
get-
walks out of river is a very...
Wait,
Doesn't
did
really
we
roll
get
off the
paid
tongue.
by the farmer? I can't remember.
He gave us,
He gave
Just the
you
food. Okay.
yeah, a delicious meal.
That reminds me, roll survival checks for today, see if you get any food.
That's a 17.
Alright.
11.
Alright. I'm gonna say two of you get to eat. You find like 3 quail, one of which has been already partially eaten, probably by a dog or something.
Lots of dogs.
I mean, it's plains, they have a lot of space to sort of sneak up and then run.
Yeah. Alright.
So you do find food. It is not a ton of food, and it's a little gross.
You know, when you're out in the wild. And you've got purified food and drink, right?
Yes, so I de-slobberified the quail.
D-rabies?
Yes.
Yeah.
D-rabies sounds like a really like C-grade SoundCloud rapper.
I was thinking of just like one of the exceptionally dumb Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
D-rabies. Yep, I can see that.
Lord of D.
Oh.
Alright, so,
And Michael just moved right past that.
which two of you eat?
Well, I'm not giving up my food to other people.
Alright, so Lily eats. Who's the other person that eats?
I'm probably just gonna give up my stuff.
Alright, Errol does not eat. Felizan, Bram.
Bram only needs a half meal, so I
Alright,
think we can at least split the quail.
half meal for you, half meal for you.
Yeah.
Alright, good to know. So, after a day of walking, a couple of you are doing alright. Lily, you're alright. Bram, you're alright. But Errol and Felizan, you're
Kind of hungry.
Peckish.
kind of getting the munchies.
Alright.
Kind of.
Might as well go into the inn and maybe spend some silver for a meal, for
Yeah.
a good meal.
Alright. You open the door to the unnamed dog from the river inn, and the smell of sawdust and burning pine hits your nose immediately.
Oh, that's nice.
It is a potent combination of woody odors, an immediate symbol that you're in the woods now.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna go up to the counter.
All right.
Take a seat.
All right. A young man of what appears to be approximately 15, in really quite nice attire for out here, says, "Welcome to the wet bitch. What can I get for you?"
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bram just coughs in the silence after that and walks out of the bar.
Yeah. What can I get for you?
Well, I won't ask too many questions.
He has a sort of all things are suffering look on his face.
All things are pain. Well, a meal if you have one. I mean, you have meals.
Alright, that'll be a copper piece.
No problem. Okay.
Same here, please.
Alright, a copper piece from you as well.
Does so.
Alright. You are fed a flank of boar and a side of steamed river greens.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, I'm definitely not gonna be hungry after this, and I'll find
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Errol's just kind of like, okay.
The
See-
boar is rather tough, as boar tends to be. And
Yeah,
the steamed river greens are that's a little funky, but
yeah. Well,
it is food that is edible and therefore good.
well, I mean, Errol's deal is that he doesn't really like eating pork
Yes.
because he likes pigs.
Bel's not fucking tucked in. Compared to travel rations, it's pretty
How
good.
long has it been since we left town?
Left Rosengrad.
Yeah.
Spent like 3 days traveling the first session.
So it's been 4 days on the road?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So-
So
You got any copper you can spend on a drink for me? It's been too long since I've been drunk.
Sure. How much for a drink?
Well, it depends on what you're getting.
The biggest amount of alcohol I can get.
I'm not
Awkward
sure I can
pause.
really afford that.
The young man shrugs, sets down the glass he's been cleaning, and walks out from behind the bar. Opens the storeroom door, leaves the door open. You hear a thunk. And out of the storeroom comes the young man rolling a barrel about this table's width around and about this tall. He rolls it up to you with some effort, sets it on its side, and then goes back behind the counter and comes back around with a tap and a hammer, aims very delicately, does a large upswing, and in one smack taps the keg. He then turns to you and says, "It's going to be your responsibility to lift this onto something." He then walks back behind the bar and resumes cleaning his hands.
How much is that going to be?
Oh, that one. Let me grab the book.
The book. So who's paying for this?
You can ask Bram.
Allegedly myself.
I mean, you still owe me for your shield.
Yeah, that's true.
I would still have money if I hadn't bought you shit.
So thank you.
That'll be 2 gold.
2 gold.
Bram's just like outside leaning against the door. He's prestidigitated his mending of small objectives.
Errol, how much money do you have?
I have 3 silver pieces and 9 copper pieces.
2 gold?
2 gold.
Thank you.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm not gonna make you let you go into debt, man.
So,
The keg is yours.
Could I get a couple drinks from that as well?
I
But, like,
need to figure out what if I could summon something that can theoretically lift that much alcohol onto the table.
Errol, do you want to help me with this barrel?
All right.
Let's roll strength.
Strength checks. I mean, we can take 20 on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could just take 20.
Yeah,
Let's see if I can find.
but it's just easier.
We're
already
look,
lifting
while you're thinking through all of the things you can summon, we just lift it onto the.
Alright. Hey, Layla, mind if I get a drink or two from this as well?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, I take a
I
swig.
don't think that's the amount of alcohol Lily can reasonably consume.
I don't know about this one. So, okay,
I
how is
mean-
the alcohol?
I have experience. Not this much experience, but experience.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately you aren't an Australian or anything.
I'm gonna say Felizon isn't like a connoisseur of alcohol because it doesn't have enough money to do that, but like he's tasted a fair few village brews. How does this stuff taste?
You know, it's not bad. It's like it's a very heavy oatmeal stout. It's a black ale.
Okay.
It's just, well, black ale and oatmeal stout are different things.
Yeah.
It's a very dark, very hearty beer. Really not a lot of hops growing out in the forest. Hoppy beers, the lighter beers, things like, you know, your Summit Brewery makes a lot of light beers, the kind of thing that would be made in Rosengrad. Up here, beers are darker, heavier.
Does it feel? Does
Like
it
a
taste
Okay, there's
like,
nothing
to,
I can summon that
like
would
to the
be.
extent that it feels like I'm
solve this
drinking
problem.
bread, or is it not
No,
quite
it's
that much?
not like this isn't like old school German beer where you almost have to chew it. It's not quite to that.
Ah, good old.
But it's like it's pretty fucking hefty.
Okay.
Like there's a reason like this is ultimately a portion of the world where you know
Oh, the middle school days.
this is ultimately still a portion of the world where beer is a main food group. Like
It's basically your.
you don't have a ton of food, so you have to get a lot of nutritional value from things like beer.
Yeah, so carbohydrates and all that.
Carbohydrates and shit, yeah. So the beer is hefty. It decidedly fills you up, maybe not to the same extent as the flank of boar and steamed river greens does, but it sure helps.
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Well, that's nice.
And there's a shitload of it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like, okay, are you gonna get like fucking level 9 turnt? Is that what's going
Yes.
on?
There is a random drunk, like, there's a
Can you
random.
find me that?
Sure, like,
Find me that.
let's see. In the meantime, continue. Drunk
Yeah.
vendor.
Alright. Are you all sort of people watching in the bar, or are you just like head down swinging,
Yeah.
wrist locked raising?
Arrow's probably gonna ask about a room as well.
Alright.
A room or two.
No. Let me check the book again.
Alright, okay, there's this table I just found called, Drunken Debauchery. It's,
Fucking hit me with it.
roll a percentile.
Wait, at what point would Bram become aware that there is a giant amount of alcohol?
Oh, you're outside.
Probably as soon as somebody walks in and is like, "That's a fuck ton of alcohol."
Actually, yeah, Philly's on.
Presumably somewhere around the time either Lily or one of her newfound enemies flies through the bar window.
Alright, yeah, actually,
64.
Alright, just tell me at what point Bram would become aware of these events, because he's going to put up a... the doctor is out.
okay, this is what I got, 64. My precious, when you were passed out or otherwise engaged, someone stole your single most valuable looking item, as determined by the referee. Track them down and make them pay.
Your most valuable your items?
Well,
gonna be your
my
scythe.
items are my scythe, my short bow, 19 arrows, my hide armor, my heavy wooden shield, and my club. I am assuming somebody is not actively stripping me while drunk, but that is a possibility,
That's
so...
probably the bow, I imagine? It's a pretty old bow.
Yeah, it is an old bow with a lot of carvings on it, and someone recognizes it as elven crafting and goes, hey.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this record
effectively
about
does
the table for
the
reference.
items. Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay.
So yes, yeah, roll perception. See if you notice it tonight.
But I feel like there should be penalties to this. She's fucking drunk off her
Yeah,
ass.
take a -2.
Oh.
9.
All right, you do not notice that anything is wrong.
Woo!
Alright.
Do I notice?
You could roll perception. I'm gonna-
Okay. That's a that is 13. Okay.
Alright.
Did they just sort of like roll really good sleight of hand or something?
You
or-
probably
I mean-
also weren't carefully
Yeah, it's just
watching
that you
people.
would have to know,
Okay.
like,
To
if it's
look.
in Lily's backpack, you would have to know what Lily's, like, you would have to be in Lily's backpack or know what the shape of
Well, you don't know what
I
I'm doing.
mean,
with
a
my
short bow
time.
doesn't really fit in a backpack.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
you'd probably have it like over your shoulder or something.
wait,
But you probably
It's over
toss
your
it off at some point
Yeah,
when
I
you were in
imagine
your
Yeah.
drunken
were
bender.
wearing all your gear while drinking
Yeah.
yourself under the table.
So like, there's just a pile of my stuff sitting
Yeah.
somewhere.
Wow, nice one. Okay. Well,
Alright, Bram, at this point you realize, wait, is Lily? And then the Kill Bill sirens sound. You
alright.
have realized that there is a substantial amount
So
of alcohol
Lily
belonging to
stumbles
your bird.
out, goes over to the alley, empties the tank or something, and Bram's like, oh my.
Well, I see that.
Bram hobbles over, looks inside, sees the thing that, you know, you could fit probably like 5 of him.
Approximately.
Goes over and erases his. Okay, Bram just crawls
There's
over.
a comical
Yeah.
squeaking of tile wall.
Yeah.
Alright, like,
Bram just very businesslike goes over, grabs a stool, yoinks it across, clambers up, lies down underneath the spout, and just opens up and like Garfield style just dumps it into his mouth. He does this about 3 or 4 times. Is this a beverage that would be any better chilled?
I mean, it's kind of like German beer. You could drink it cold, but it tastes better, according to a lot of people, warm.
huh.
I think dark beer tastes better warm. This dark beer is, well, not chilled, kind of room temperature, and it's getting cold out. You know.
Bram usually drinks stuff cold, so I'm getting like his natural instinct would be to just like drop a few rays of frost on the barrel, sort of spread that around.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
All right.
I could pour
As
you,
you- as you,
if that was- yeah.
As you begin to just effectively reverse keg stand, one of the bar patrons looks over, sees you, and starts going.
Fellas joins in.
Okay, Bram goes as long as his tiny body can possibly sustain this.
And
I think that's a
steadily-
fort save.
Yeah.
steadily more and more of the bar patrons join in until the entire tavern is an enormous drum circle.
Fellas fucking cheering.
Just
Woo!
Alright, that's 12 on the fort save to see how much alcohol I can handle at once.
Alright. Approximately 52 seconds into the drum chant,
Oh, that's a fair bit.
you run out of space in your body. The beer wells up in your mouth, and you it kind of starts welling over your face.
Bram just stops, sits up. I'm gonna take a nap.
Fellas just like,
Bram just makes to walk to the door where the thing is and seems to have forgotten he's sitting on a table and just falls on the floor.
Many of the bar patrons crack up. One of them helps you up.
alright.
Oh, but I need to get the room.
Yes.
How much? I guess we should get 2 rooms probably.
I'll let you mention that, Felazon is a little tipsy, but not knows to that extent. He's still got all of his faculties, just a bit dizzy.
Alright.
Arrow's fairly temperate too. So.
Alright then.
Quite a time.
Alright, so you're asking for a room then? Or
Yes.
2 rooms?
2 rooms.
Alright. The young man checks the book. We've only got 1 room available. There's a gentleman with the other room on hold.
Alright, well, we can make 1 room
Gentlemen,
work.
you say.
Gentlemen.
A mental check.
Mental
Perhaps an absolute debut.
I couldn't tell you something like that now.
Alright, well, one room should be enough. We can probably manage that.
Alright. That won't be a problem. Copper a night.
Alright. I palm him a copper.
Alright. He palms the copper away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna help old Bram up to the room now.
Alright.
Okay, so
Piggyback
Bram is like
ride.
20% heavier than he usually is.
Piggyback ride.
Bram getting fucked up.
Yeah, where'd you come from?
I was down here the whole time.
Yeah, Bram is like has the. It's a weird mixture of his usual like burnt ozone ectoplasm scent and lots of beer. Like it's soaked into his shirt and cloak at this point.
That's a fragrant combo.
Alright.
Alright, so.
It's not like rotting food disgusting, and that's really the only
Yeah.
thing Bram considers to
Yeah.
be. That's his standard of hygiene. If there are flies coming off me, if I smell like rotten food,
We got
that's
a
about
problem.
all I care.
So anyway, I strap Bram to my little chest strap.
Oh,
Got
you
a
need to get a
papoose.
baby carrier.
Yeah.
My god, a fucking papoose.
Yeah. And take
Get the Bram on board.
Honestly, this world is fucking stupid enough that you might just find a modern papoose.
Well, I wouldn't want him in front though, because then people would stab him. I need to have him like on my back, so that he can just like fire off rays of frost from my.
You've got like the Predator shoulder-mounted lasers.
Yeah.
So, okay. Meanwhile, Philly's on making sure Lily doesn't kill herself.
I mean, a medium creature is large enough to serve as a mount for a small-sized creature. So.
Alright, so, what does, aside from getting stolen from, which she doesn't know about, what is Lily doing?
You know, you
Drinking-
can roll perception to see if you notice that she got stolen from. I
Alright,
mean,
I have minus one wisdom, but I'm gonna try. 16.
alright, you succeed.
Hey! I see someone taking the bow.
I mean, well, it's already
Okay.
happened. You
Oh, okay.
just,
You just notice it's gone.
Oh, I
you
see,
notice
okay.
it's gone.
I'd look around for the bow itself, like, just any bows in general, see if they match what Lily's been using.
There are no people shouldering bows that outright look identical, but there is one person sitting in a corner with his cloak wrapped all the way around him who's
Kind of sus.
Suspicious as
he's kind
all
of
get
sus.
out.
Felizon just innocuously just sort of wanders around the bar until he happens to be beside the guy. And is just like, oh, hey there. How's your night going? Pretty wild one, eh? When he puts on his hood, there's something?
Oh, he's just like pulling his hood down.
Sorry, am I interrupting something? Come on, man, it's a pretty
Man.
Mary.
A hand snakes out of his cloak, grabs his beer, pulls it up to his
Can I
hood.
see anything?
Tips.
When he does this, can I see anything beneath his cloak?
Roll perception.
Please don't die. 7.
Nope.
Okay. Bit warm for a cloak like that, isn't it?
Bit new to be asking questions, aren't you?
No, not really. I've traveled around a lot. Like to think of myself as pretty good when it comes to just hanging around. What's your name, friend?
Envy.
I'm V. Pleasure to meet you. But yeah, so what's with the cloak then?
Lily is just dancing around
You have
drunkenly in the background.
You got a cold or something?
No, I'm antisocial, which is like being cold, but for people.
Yeah, I know how being antisocial works, but I don't know. You seem a bit. Come on, man. It's a pretty fun night. I mean, look at that girl over there. Like, I'm sure.
Look at her being happy and having
Like-
possession of a bow.
Look at that girl. Like, I'm sure anyone could just walk over and take something from her, and she wouldn't even notice. I check to see if he reacts.
Well, alright.
Sense motive?
Roll sense motive, sure.
Making accusing sounds.
That is a 16 again.
Alright. The man gives you a look, like a what the fuck? It is subtle and hidden pretty well by the hood, but it is a definitive.
So he doesn't know what I'm saying then, probably.
No, he knows what you're saying. He's just like,
So,
the fuck are you even getting at with that?
sorry, it's just, I get from that, it's like, sorry I'm a bit tipsy myself, I'm just sort of rambling here. I'll leave you alone.
That would be ideal.
Dawson keeps an eye on him. Maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree, but let's just keep
Alright.
the basis going.
Alright. I will ask you to roll one perception or sense motive for the night.
Okay. 6, I'm afraid.
Not so much.
Okay.
Alright then. So, Lily, are you in fact dancing?
Yes.
Alright, cool. As you begin to dance around, there is a slow head turn from many of the bar patrons to you, and then to a gentleman in the corner, Envy. Envy looks up, looks at looks at one of the bar patrons in particular, undoes his cloak. There's nothing under it.
So I was wrong. Okay.
Like, there's just not a person under it?
No,
There's just no items of yours under it.
Okay.
He's just a head wearing a cloak.
Ah!
Honestly, that. You know what? Fuck it. Yes, he is. Yeah. He undoes his cloak. He brushes back his cloak for there to be nothing under it. A body slowly fades into existence. He undoes the cloak.
So I'm coming back down from the room at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I imagine Felix, even though his perception is not high, he probably notices this weird shift in perspective from everyone.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Alright, what happens?
And Envy walks out from behind his table to the sort of center lane of the bar where you are dancing, and strikes a starting pose. I would like you to roll a flat d20.
Is this a dance-off?
You're goddamn right.
Shouldn't this be like a dex check?
I mean, sure.
Or arguably a perform dance check?
I mean, yes, it should be a perform dance check, but I'm guessing you don't have perform dance.
But I do have a charisma modifier, which would apply to perform dance.
Alright, man.
That's a 6 on the die.
So, 7.
Alright, 7.
Could be worse for someone as blitzed as she is.
Yeah, considering that you are unsure if you have grown 6 arms, because that is a possibility in this world, or if your vision is just tripling, you do pretty well. That said, Envy is a fucking whirlwind.
Whirlwind.
Have you guys seen that video of the Russian officers doing the Kazachok where there's that moment where they all start...
I got a 10. I got a 10.
Alright, yeah, you're doing alright. You know that video of the Russian officers dancing the Kazachok where they start, like, pirouetting? They start doing fucking triple pirouettes across the center of the camera?
No, but it sounds pretty like those kinds of people.
Yeah. Envy has started doing a version of the Kazachok so fucking gnarly you will never see its equal. This man can hold in a full squat Kazachok for a seemingly indefinite quantity of time. It is unreasonable. At one point, he is in the Kazachok and pushes off the ground with such force that he jumps onto a table, lands with a and stops.
Puts his cloak back on and just sinks back into his seat or something.
Walks back to his seat, redons his cloak, throws his hood up, pulls it around himself, and plops back down.
Well, that was something. New friends, huh?
I'll admit, when I met my match, I'm going to bed. Thuds into the stairs.
Gonna
Right on that splinter.
gonna just pick her up.
Roll a strength check.
That's just 13.
I'll let you take 10 on that.
Yeah.
Just take a little
Alright, I still have my faculties, and Errol, I assume, hasn't really been drinking much of it all. So, once Lily's been put to bed, Felizon walks up to Errol. There's probably something I should probably talk to you about.
What is it?
Someone took Lily's bow while she was inebriated.
God.
I don't know who took it. I thought it was the guy who danced with her, but apparently it's not. And it's. I didn't want to tell her because, well, she's currently in no state to be looking for it. But
I imagine Lily and Bram are sort of like sprawled in like the room we've rented, and
yeah,
she's got him like teddy bear style.
Like
but
the
upside-
most compromising for me.
Teddy bear style, but upside down because that's how drunk she was, and Bram was like too drunk to even notice this has happened.
Aww.
all right,
That's fucking
yeah.
precious.
Felizon just discusses this with Errol because it's something. I feel like he's gonna.
Bows are expensive.
Yeah, but yeah. So
Like a short bow is like 50 gold pieces.
I prefer to get it back.
Also,
before-
that's a fucking ancient short bow,
I
Yeah.
prefer to get it back
as
before.
Lily has mentioned previously.
I'd like to get it back as soon as possible, unless the person who has it goes beyond our reach. That is a
Yeah.
pretty nice bow.
Yeah, we probably should find it. I'm not really sure where we'd look.
Hmm. Have you noticed any more sketchy bar patrons or someone who might have? I don't know. Admittedly, there's not much to go on here, but
Yeah. I don't know, have I?
Roll perception.
Alright, that's fucking nat 1.
Alright, that's a negatory.
Okay.
It's no
Fuck
for me,
you.
Doug.
No, I'm not throwing that. I don't want to lose this.
Dice jail.
Well, yeah.
good old dice jail.
Put it aside for now.
Send for a bath in the pickle juice. Then it'll learn its lesson.
That-
No.
That's nasty.
Wow, Greer thinking a thing involving pickle juice is nasty.
I don't want dice infecting my pickle juice.
It's true. Dice go through a lot of people's hands.
No, I understand. Alright. Well, anything else y'all want to do for the night?
Well,
I mean, you two are passed the fuck out. Errol, Felizon,
I suppose there's not a huge amount we can do with this, given the fact that we just don't know who the hell it could have been.
Yeah.
So Felizon keeps an eye out, and maybe asks around if people have seen it, which is not a great method, but it's better than nothing.
Alright. As you walk back to your seat at the bar, having asked around, the bartender says, did you lose something?
Yeah, my friend, the one who was dancing, the girl, apparently someone snuck something off of her while she was otherwise occupied. A bow, you might have seen her.
That was probably Envy.
Really?
Yep.
Didn't look like he had anything on him. Is he?
He doesn't look like he has a body most of the time.
Do you know where he lives?
He
He's
lives
still in
on
the
the
bar.
outside of town, little cottage. I can point you in the direction if you need.
That would be appreciated. Do you want to do this now, Errol, or wait until the rest of us are?
If
Oh.
Envy is some kind of strange creature,
That's probably.
I'm
true.
imagining he's probably a fae. I don't want it to just be us two if it's
All
a
right,
fae.
just give us directions and we'll deal with it on our own time.
Alright. He's effectively kitty corner from the center of town. It'll be roughly that way.
All right.
Sort of off into the east.
Thank you. I never got your name, by the way.
Oh, Martin.
Good to meet you, Martin.
Nice to meet you as well. Welcome to River Break.
All right. Well, with that, Lizon just sort of takes another final swig of the stuff to bring himself to sleep, and then heads up. Nothing too much to be done more tonight.
Yeah.
Alright. In the course of the evening, you all drank 3/4 of the keg. It is possible that some other patrons of the bar snuck some while you all weren't looking, but
Oh no.
the next morning, there will be 1/4 of the keg left.
Okay.
Well,
That's still a fair bit.
it's still more than enough to get you more than happy for the rest of the day.
Anyway, okay.
All right. Wake up next morning.
I assume these two are having some wicked hangovers.
Is there a hangover table? Ah, fuck it.
D&D hangover.
Lily, cast create water.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
I feel like that's something a GM can just decide.
Yeah, I feel like it would be GM rules. Alright. I rule that you take a -1 on perception checks. Because every time you open your eyes beyond here, you go, oh, break, oh god. And Lily, you take a -2 on perception checks.
Okay.
Bram just
I'm
oozes
going
his way downstairs.
to
Just like-
prepare create water instead of spark today as one of my
Alright.
horizons.
Alright. Just like,
Bram just
just in a puddle of ectoplasm, just like steadily amoebaing, just.
yeah, Bram just boop, boop, every step down.
Lily's just lying on her back going the water.
That's relatable.
Privvies.
The bar patrons mockingly do that again.
Bram goes over to like Martin's counter and like without looking up, privvies. A head. A ditch to pee in. Duck.
He points behind the bar.
Thank you kindly, big man. Bram goes behind the bar and
Martin looks down at himself, physically checks himself, making sure he hasn't grown 2 feet in the night.
so is there like a room or like is he telling Bram to like go around the side of the building and just pee on the wall?
Pretty much.
Yeah, effectively.
Alright, Bram misinterprets this at first and goes behind the bar next to Martin and just pulls his...
Martin grabs him by the scruff of the collar, the belt of the pants, pulls those up, and pushes him out from behind the bar.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's probably not the dumbest thing he's had to deal with this week.
Okay, so alright, so as Lily's trying to cope with her hangover,
Bram comes back in, nursing his water skin and just climbs his way up the stairs awkwardly. It's like a kidling climbing up obstacles in Ocarina of Time, so that's how Bram has to get around the world.
so as Lily's dealing with her hangover, fellas sits next to her. So fun night, eh? There's something you should probably know.
What?
Your bow's gone. We have an idea who did it, but we felt like we probably should wait until you're more sensible to tell you.
Oh god, here we go.
Does she know where it is?
She's got
Grabs my scythe. Okay, let's go get the bastard.
Let's alright. You sure you'll be okay to fight? If we have to? This guy seems to be kind of sketchy and more powerful than you'd think.
She's killed a lot of people while hungover, honestly, given her lifestyle. And occupation.
Okay.
Most of the people I've killed I've been hungover for.
Probably to integrate yourself. Okay, yeah, let's go. Alright, following Martin's directions, let's go to the place.
Okay.
Alright.
Time for a week beginning at Envy's.
Indeed.
Because it's first day now. Or one day or whatever.
Week begins.
Alright.
Alright.
Off we go.
Yeah. So as you walk through the town, there are a couple of little kids who poke their heads out and look at the newcomers. One of them probably throws a rock at you.
Arrow fails to react.
Stop it.
Stop.
Bram points a finger off and ice starts materializing at the end. Unless Arrow, like,
Lily creates water over the kid's head.
There is an ear-piercing child shriek and another rock sails towards you as the kid runs off.
Yay.
We roll a reflex save to just like grab it out of the air, all badass like.
and then eat it. Established dominance.
Yep, roll to catch the rock.
I'd let you roll a reflex save to catch the rock, but you would eat it after.
No. I'm not that hungover.
Can I slime them?
It's not a big rock.
No.
It's pretty smooth. You could just like swallow it, and it could just be like a.
They're children.
It would just freak them out a little.
No.
They're children.
They're shit.
You're gonna scar them for life.
I'm as big as the children, and I guess I don't get slimed, but It does not scar. It doesn't do any physical damage. They'll just be helpless and rethink what they did a little bit. It's a good learning opportunity.
The kid is out of range of your slime by now.
Damn it.
Let it be.
That'd be an excellent parent.
So how long? I assume it doesn't take as long to get to the
Fine,
house.
the excellent parent.
All right. Yes. After a cool 3-minute walk, you arrive at a small, not like literal planks of wood not like literal driftwood he hammered together, but a pretty ramshackle little house.
Okay.
I mean, that would imply he had nails when he built this place.
Precisely. It is just on the edge of town, so it is actually a lean-to built onto a very low-hanging branch of a tree.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give the door a little knock.
No answer.
Knock harder.
Harder.
All right. Actually,
Yeah. Alright, that's what.
Well, I mean, just like knock more thoroughly.
Yeah.
all right.
I'm not gonna like burst down this door.
Not
Somebody
once told me the word.
Is there a chimney on this little...
Oh god! But first, does anyone answer the harder door knock?
No one answers it.
All right, let's just kind of like push on this door, see if it's some just kind. I mean, it probably doesn't even have a lock.
Yep.
If
try
we're
the
being
door.
real.
All right. You push and there's a dunk, and it does not move.
Let's
You
get
get about
blocking it.
a half an inch of space, and then it stops.
Alright, so
it's
if I try
probably
to push,
something in the way.
Yeah, probably like a door bar or something. Do we hear any reaction from the other side of the door on this?
Anvi doesn't make any noise.
Actually, you do.
Okay.
When you open the door and thunk against whatever is blocking it, there is a loud crash of several pots hitting the floor. It's a very distinctive sound. The tang 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 tang,
Awkward.
and a mumbled shit.
Hello?
No answer.
Is there a chimney in this lean-to?
I'm just going to cut to the chase. Did you steal our short bow?
No answer.
Okay. I would like to have an answer.
After a
I
quiet...
cast Entangle inside the...
Oh god, okay.
so he doesn't escape.
Okay.
What is the...
How does
is there,
Entangle
like, a
work
save
again?
for that or something?
It's a reflex to not get caught, but every round you're in the area, you have to make the reflex save again.
Can you do that in an area you don't have visual on?
You said the door opened like like a half inch.
So you could cast
In-
Entangle on a code.
Well, the
going that way.
target. I need to set a target for the center of the spell, but it's a 40-foot spread.
Alright, so you can target exactly one square at the corner of the house.
And 40, and then
And
40,
then 40
feet
in
from.
any direction, so presumably you guys would also get entangled, but yes, you could do that.
Oh no,
Is
the
it
wall
not
would
Entangle
stop.
Alleys?
The wall would stop the
Wall
effect.
stop it? Alright.
Otherwise, you could have a completely sealed stone wall, and it would stop a fireball. Wouldn't stop a fireball on the other side, which would be ridiculous. So.
Alright.
Alright, so, wow. Okay, roll a reflex save?
Alright. Alright, what's the DC on that?
It's gonna be DC 12.
Alright, he succeeds.
We probably hear some noise in the midst of that.
You hear a thump and a what the fuck?
Are there any other entrances to the house, or
There-
windows?
Lily,
Uh,
what?
There are
Slow down, please.
There are no windows. There are any of you. You can't see the top of the house. Do any of you like try and get?
Put me on top. Brim just makes stretching.
I'm just kind of looking around at all this.
Valentine's just like, oh.
I don't have the strength to put you on top. One of those two has to do it.
Oh, yeah, like if you're physically tall enough, I think Bram isn't that heavy.
5 strength.
Ah,
You're still kind of drunk.
no, I'm hungover. That means I was drunk yesterday.
Okay, I'm not sure if you have the faculties to not screw this
Now,
up.
I got all sorts of faculties. I can show you my faculties, and you can suck on them. Put me on the roof.
Flazon looks at Errol.
While this idiotic conversation is happening, you hear a dunk of a door bar being removed,
Well, that solved the problem. Okay.
and the door bursts open.
Is it the
who's in
mark?
front of the door?
It's probably me.
I'm probably
Alright,
like right
Errol,
behind
roll a
Errol.
reflex save.
Reflex. That's a 13.
Alright. You successfully dodge sideways as a blue blur hurls out of the doorway.
Sonic speed!
Does several rolls along the ground and skids to a halt behind you. Roll initiative.
So.
Freaking cut into the chase on that. That's the jailed dice.
14.
12.
Okay.
14.
That's 6.
Bram's dex is 13.
15.
What a shit show.
Idiot.
No, you. Yeah, what now, Simon?
Yes.
Shit.
Alright. What were those scores again? Bram?
14.
Alright.
6.
Alright.
14 ahead of Bram.
12.
Alright. Alright, Felizan, what's your dex?
My dex is 16.
Alright then. Alright, you are fighting a very oddly shaped being. It's like a dog, but it's got no fur. It's bigger than a dog. It's like fucking hulking. This thing is like 2 feet up off the ground. It's big and...
Would this count as a medium-sized creature?
Yes.
Okay. So, human-sized.
Yes. Yeah, and it's like completely hairless. It's blue, and it's got these like long tendrils hanging down from its head.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yuck. Disgusting.
Alright, so.
Alright. Well, here goes. I think
I feel like the town guard is gonna get on their ass for this, but whatever.
I think it's gonna be Lily's turn first.
Probably.
Yeah, alright.
Yes, it is Lily's turn first.
Okay. Now, tactically, this is a horrible idea, but I am both hungover and pissed.
That's not a good introduction to your course of action, but okay.
I am going to grab my scythe and charge, using my domain power to increase in size for the round
Oh,
as I charge.
God! We're doing this, eh?
Oh no.
That's gonna be a 6 to hit.
Negatory. The being looks at you, and with a gurgle just thunk.
It's like oh, is this thing gonna be the thing that has a burble that turns into a roar?
No!
I'm not gonna make you fight the river yet.
I'm gonna fight
Yet.
the moon. So it makes that unsatisfying noise when you miss a log, so your axe just gets in the.
Thump.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Well,
All right, Bram. What do?
Bram produces a amount of ectoplasm that he hawks into his hand and then throws like ninja star style at the thing as his entangling ectoplasm. This is a ranged touch attack.
All right.
If it's a medium creature, I have a +1 to hit it, I think. For my size.
Yeah.
So, yes, 17.
All right. The beast is successfully entangled.
All right, so a weird spiderwebby, lightning-y kind of reaction takes place as the ectoplasm reaches out and grabs its target. He gets a -2 penalty on attack rolls, a -4 penalty to its dexterity score, and must make a DC 15 reflex save or be glued to the floor.
All right. A DC 15.
Yeah.
All right. Success on that part. He is not glued to the floor.
Okay. He still can only move at half speed from now on.
All right. Felizan, your turn.
Notch, arrow, fire.
Notch, arrow, fire.
Yep.
You know, your horse really hasn't become like relevant at
Not
all.
yet. Mostly because he didn't ride his horse here from the tavern. 16 plus 4, 20.
All right. That is a successful hit.
26 plus 1. 4 damage. Spook.
All right.
Can I turn on the light?
Yeah.
No.
All right then. Arrow. Wait, no,
No, it's not my turn yet.
All right.
The beast.
The beast. You're in melee range, I assume.
Yes.
All right. The beast attempts to bit.
It failed.
All right. Let's.
Got a -2, so
Yes. All right. That is All right. What is your AC?
Currently it's a 14.
All right. That does not succeed. It
Neat.
and then so its mouth like zips by one of your legs and misses with a sort of reverberating crunch. Seems like it might have cracked some of its teeth a little. Doesn't seem to bother it whatsoever. It just seems like it did.
Now it's my turn.
No. Actually.
Oh, wait, there's more than one thing.
Yes. As its bite misses, the tendrils on the side of its head lash out from it in quick succession.
Oh, it's got more than one attack.
So what was your AC again?
14.
-2 from entanglement.
Yep. All right. Both of them whiz by your legs, and there's another part. As the beast seems frustrated. Everything isn't working, son of a bitch. Motherfucker.
Okay,
All right. Arrow.
great. Can I get into a position where I'm flanking this thing with Lily this round?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Get that nice +2 on hit.
All right.
All right. So I sort of like sidestep around it and go in and strike it with my spear. So this is going to be +5 to hit for me.
All right.
All right. That's only 14.
14.
Yeah.
All right. That is still successful. Roll
Nice.
damage.
1d6 plus 2. 4 damage.
All right. 4 damage.
Ugh, I need to get a bigger weapon so that enlarged person is better for me. Because like this only becomes a d8 when I'm enlarged. But if I have a longsword, it becomes 2d6.
Realistically, I think one of the best weapons to get it on is
Bastard sword?
Bastard Sword or anything that does D10 damage. 'Cause
Yeah, that
D10 to 2d8 is just really nice.
Yeah, and you
That's the next step. Holy shit.
Yeah, and
And
also
D12 goes to 3d6.
and the neat thing about bastard swords is that a medium creature can still wield it. And it can technically still be treated as a martial weapon. Because you're wielding it two-handed.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right. As you like sort of pound the ribs of the beast with your club, you hear motherfuckers from the cabin,
Oh.
and another blue ball starts whirling out of the cabin, spinning to a halt in a pattern of. How do we put this?
Oh, I thought he was gonna be like shooting us with the bow that he stole.
No.
I would not be surprised. It's a good
Alright,
bow.
So,
And Lily would be mad.
Beast, Lily, Errol, new beast.
Okay. So we're both in melee range of this?
Yes.
Okay.
You're all flanking each other now.
Does that
not-
provoke an AOP from one of us as it goes whizzing past?
Pretty fast, but I guess it would.
I guess, I suppose technically yes. Sure.
Both of us?
Just Lily as it whizzes past her and lands in front of you.
Okay.
That's a 14 to hit.
Alright.
If it has the same AC as the last one.
Does it hit?
Alright, yes, that does hit.
So that's with the hot 2d6 minus 2 damage. That's a 5.
Alright, 5.
A little underwhelming.
I have previously stated that Lily should not be doing this, but she is pissed. So she is getting her hands dirty.
For likely for worse.
Speaking of hands getting dirty, Bram was like raising his crossbow, but realizes he's got to turn. He's like, none of it. Like it's not my action yet, I know, but.
Alright. The new beast, does it? I suppose it counts as its turn if it like spins into action. I guess you
Yeah.
could take a charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Or just move and attack. But
Yeah, move and
charge
attack.
is probably better.
Alright, yeah. What does charge add?
Plus 2 to hit. It does decrease your AC by 2 until the beginning of your next turn.
Alright then. Well, this beast does not have the knowledge of, I should really be careful about my AC right now. So, alright, it charges Errol.
Alright. My AC is 17.
Alright. Shit. Okay then.
That's one of two things. One of them's very good, the other one's very bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that sure is a thing. Alright.
The DM's face when he rolls a crit for the enemy.
Find it kind of funny.
I find it kind of
funny.
Hey, this is going to be a very unpleasant and revealing question. Greer, what's the crit range on a bite attack?
Oh,
It's just 20.
Alright, you're safe. 3 damage.
Okay. Yeah, all natural attacks are 20 times 2, I think.
Alright,
I
cool.
think
Unless-
bite attacks might be times 3.
oh, but
Well, I didn't.
Either
The
way.
range isn't wider.
yeah. So
Most
so-
natural attacks are just 20 times
So
2.
Errol doesn't get his face critted off today.
Yeah, he doesn't get fucking critted into the 27th dimension.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
However, he does have. So the bite lands, and then
I think-
a pair
I think
of
it-
tendrils flip out. from the
I
side.
don't think you
Do
can get
extra attacks. When you
yeah,
charge?
I think you only get the extra attacks if you're not making a move action.
Yeah.
It has to be a
You have
full
to
attack
make full
action.
round.
That
So.
makes sense.
So it's my turn propelling itself at Errol. So yeah,
All right, Lily, back to you.
actually we're
Okay.
gonna try that again.
So, I'm going to continue attacking the.
Are you small again?
I'm burning another charge to.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh, you know that would mean that your damage would have been more that last turn. It wouldn't have been -3. It would have been -2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's still
I
minus
factor
2.
that in.
Okay.
I said 2d6 minus 2.
All right.
This is so stupid.
Never mind.
Man, you take real idiots now, but that.
That's 11 on the die, so that's not gonna work.
Yeah, 7. No, 8 to hit.
That's a negatory.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Wait, no, because.
Oh yeah,
We're
you're
in
flanking,
flanking.
so you get +2.
Alright. Alright.
So 10 to
Do you
hit.
mind if I use a couple of these to sort of symbolize where
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I've
Would
got a
a
bunch.
10 have hit?
No.
Okay.
Alright, D10s will be beasts, D6s will be peeps.
Do you have me there?
You're not really in melee range, so I wasn't going to worry
That's fair.
about it. Alright, cool.
Yeah. So if this is like theoretically on a hex grid,
Yes,
and yeah.
that's what's going on.
Okay,
Alright,
that
So-
makes sense.
Bram, your turn.
Okay, first of all, I should probably establish how long the first entanglement is going to last. It's 1d3 rounds.
Alright.
Just one.
Alright, so it's already dissolving on the first one. Bram produces another wad of ectoplasm and just sort of shrugs and throws it at the first one again. The better to dick on that guy in particular can I have. Alright, so this is a +1. 14 against its touch AC.
Alright,
I
that
believe that
succeeds, and then it's a reflex save of DC 15.
To avoid getting glued to the ground, yep.
Alright.
Yeah. So -2 to hit, -4 to dexterity, which also means -2 AC.
And -2 to reflex saves, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Alright, that does
And
not
if it happens to
succeed.
be a dex-based attacker and if it has weapon finesse, that's even more to penalties to hit.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's possible. There are a lot of animals that have weapon finesse.
Yes. Basically, any animal that has a higher dex score than a strength score will have weapon finesse.
Yeah, I think animal companions automatically get weapon finesse if their dexterity is higher.
Well, no, just most animals have that in their stats.
Yeah.
Almost everyone.
Alright. So,
Okay, so and I'll roll to see how long this one lasts.
3 rounds.
3 rounds for this, so Bram will probably get to goo the other guy. Shoot your goo, my dude. No. Spiders over its body.
And now it's stuck to the ground.
there was a loud and creaking burble from the
Yeah.
creature as it looks over at you.
You know, Lily, if you wanted to make yourself a little safer, you could take a 5-foot step back, and it's glued to the ground, so it can't get to you right now.
But Lily's angry.
I could,
Yes,
but I am dumb.
but you're a fucking idiot.
And you're angry. You're a dumb idiot.
I'm not used to actually murdering things that can fight back.
I mean, really, I've just given you something approximating your execution conditions. So you're-
Approximately.
Alright, Felizan. Alright.
This is shooting into melee, so what's the penalty on that? -2, I think? Or...
-4, I believe.
Okay, so this is just bear...
Unless you have...
At
bear...
which...
Yeah.
Not yet. Bear whatever I roll on this.
Alright,
Right.
at
you
which
could just
DC?
go up and do melee.
Doesn't matter, 2.
Alright.
Do you have a melee weapon?
Nope. Those are expensive.
Alright, as the arrow sails
we have
over
great pottery composition.
over the beast's head, one of its tendrils flicks up and taps the arrow, making it spin off into the woods.
I mean, I had decent equipment, but...
Boom.
Boom, boom.
Alright, Errol, your turn.
Let's do this. Another strike. I'm gonna do it against the one that just came in, because I don't really have to worry as much about the entangled one. So this is gonna be +5 to hit. Natural 20! Rolling to confirm.
I'll confirm.
That's only 8.
Alright, well you do hit. Which of them were you hitting again?
I was hitting the one that just came in.
The
New,
newer one.
Alright,
newer
new
one. not entangled one.
Which...
The not entangled one.
But is... still has the -2 to AC from the charge.
Oh, that's true.
And did you factor in your flanking bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 on this.
Okay.
So it feels like such a long time since I've gotten a critical hit.
Well, you've been jamming.
I guess, yeah.
Huh? Alright.
Alright, that is going to be 7 damage.
Mega oof. Alright.
Unless I'm getting... I don't think I'm getting damage from anywhere else.
Nope. We don't really have a lot of shenanigans going on right now as a party.
I mean, usually, like a large person is something I get
Yeah.
sometimes, and I have to factor in.
Alright. Your club sails down with a...
It's a spear.
Oh, it's a spear?
Yeah, I borrowed his short spear.
Oh, that's right. Spear. Alright, your spear jams into the side of the creature, and there's a burble that steadily rises into a shriek as it turns to you.
Hello. Hey.
Just by the way, roll perception for me. I would also accept.
All right, that's 21.
All right. As the burble grows into a shriek, you hear decidedly porcine elements in its voice.
Look, I've had to fight it's not like if there's a pig involved in this, then I'm gonna be like, oh no, I don't want to do that at all. Look, if this thing is like attacking people and being a menace overall, I'm not gonna have a lot of hang-ups about disposing of it.
I'm assuming not.
Yeah.
So
The important question is, does it taste like bacon?
thank you, Lily.
Look, I don't want to.
Look, he's just establishing. We now know that Envy does weird things to pigs.
So,
and not in the bestiality sort of way.
I mean, we
Oh,
can't
yeah,
assume.
we don't know.
we don't know that. All right, so
They got a lot of tentacles, man. Got those
Okay,
tentacles.
Kinky.
whose turn next?
I mean, it's like level 1.
It's the other
Alright.
thing, right?
It is now one of the beasties' turn.
The one I attacked.
No. Yeah.
No, it is. This is the one that came in later. So, this is the one I attacked. I attacked the one that isn't entangled,
Yes.
and this is the one that's attacking right now. What? No, but
I mean, I'd show you the initiative chart if it didn't
Okay.
give away information.
okay. Am I just not keeping track of things? Oh well, whatever.
I mean, like, I've literally got a written record right here.
Whatever.
All right, so
Alright, so yes, the entangled one screeches. You took a 5-foot step out of combat, right?
Nope.
No? Oh, right, no.
Because I am dumb.
Role playing.
da-da-da-da-da,
Ba-dum-ba-da,
da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Alright, and it's got a -2 to hit because of the entangle. Alright. It makes another burbling, growling gurgle and bites at you. Alright, that's what's your AC?
It's 14 right now, right?
Yep.
Alright. Tie goes to attacker?
Yep.
Defender?
Attacker.
Alright, it successfully hits you.
Oh no.
Fucking hell, for max damage, 7.
I am staggered.
Alright. And then the 2 tentacle attacks.
It's got 2.
Yeah. Alright. Both of which fail with spectacular qualities.
Excellent. It would be really bad if our one heal disappeared.
I agree.
What's
All
your
right.
max HP?
My max HP is 7. I just had 7 damage, so
Oh, yeah, staggered. Okay, I can see that. Ouch. Okay.
Fucking mega oof.
Yep.
Alright. With a sort of triumphant shriek, the creature pulls back from its lunging bite.
Re.
I mean, effectively.
Yeah.
Alright. And now the other Boisty's turn. This is the one.
Wait,
Alright.
didn't it? Never mind.
What?
Alright. It shrieks and lunges at not lunges and bites at Errol.
17 AC.
It fails on the bite, and now the others. That is a no and a no. All right. Its entire head area attempts to attack and fails.
Yay. Good aim.
All right.
All right.
And it is
Back to the top.
back to the top. Lily.
You are staggered.
5 foot step back. Cure light wounds.
All right.
Also, I take a point of damage as I cast Cure Light Wounds because I am staggered and I am using it, using a standard action to
What a
cast.
fucking mess.
1.
So I am now at 1 hit points.
You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna get you down. You're the best.
Oof.
This is
But I am no longer taking damage from just existing.
That is
yeah.
technically
The
true.
next one might heal you up to like 3 hit points or something.
What next one?
Oh.
He has one.
I
There is one heal. This party has one heal.
have a heal, an entangle, and an enlarged person as my first level spells.
Isn't Anvi still getting entangled in the shed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is quite a...
Oh, what a tangled web we weave.
Oh, how the turns of tables.
Ah. Ectoplasm.
How quickly the dawn rotates.
So,
The die has been fucked.
alright, what happens
Alright,
next?
So, Bran, your turn.
Bram is just in goo mode, honestly.
just fucking, it's like singed Max and E first. W, I guess.
And throws at the ungooed dude.
Michael.
To goo.
That
36
dude.
crit kill with occultist at level 1.
You could say he is a do-gooder.
Oh god, I'm wasting all these great rolls on just gooing touch AC.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, but this guy's
Alright.
gooed as well.
Alright, rolling.
How many rounds?
Alright, he
3 rounds.
bombed the absolute shit out of his chest, so.
Yeah.
All right.
First one's down to 2 rounds of entanglement. The second one has 3 rounds of entanglement and can't actually move.
Both of them can't move. So at this point, you could literally just 5 foot step out of combat and have Felizon, like, just.
I can throw my short spear as well.
You could literally just walk out of combat range and fucking go
Poke
and
them.
beat the shit out of Anvi if you wanted.
We could.
But you would only have 12 seconds to do that, so.
Yeah.
I could also just enlarge arrow next turn and he just sits out of melee range.
Yeah, you should do that because that's more intelligent.
I should.
Maybe she's
Stop
sobered
being an
up a little.
absolute fucking idiot.
Alright, Felizon, your turn.
Okay, just casually knock another arrow and shoot at one of the at either of them since they're both entangled.
Is it a minus 2 to AC as well?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's the dexterity penalty, which goes into AC.
16 plus 4, 20 again.
Alright, that's a success. Are you shooting at the first or the second beastie?
First.
Alright.
So that's 6 damage.
Alright. There is an ear-splitting shriek from the beast.
Imagine this doesn't sound very good to our hungover friends.
I don't like that. Alright. Errol, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the thing he just beat up.
Alright, the first beastie.
Yep. Once more with feeling. Nice. I believe that hits.
What
Because
is it?
it's a 16 on the die.
That does hit.
I don't even need to add anything to that. And that's 1d6 plus 2. 6 damage.
Alright. You bring your short spear into a full stab motion that fully impales the beast. There is a final, just raucous shriek from the beast that slowly decrescendos into a burble, into a hum, into silence.
Alright, down to 54 arrows.
And the beast does not fall over because of the entanglement, but it begins to sort of bleed.
Holds in space awkwardly, like dead in the air for
Yeah.
a few seconds until the webbing dissolves and it slumps over.
Okay.
Alright. Bram knocks his crossbow and walks over. This is the police. You have the right to go fuck yourself.
Alright. Alright, it is actually now the last beastie's turn.
Alright.
I'm still in range.
Yes, you are. So that is...
-2 to hit me.
Alright, that is not a success on that one. That is definitely not a success on that one. And what's your AC again?
17 right now.
Alright, not a success on that one.
Alright.
Alright, so it misses you entirely.
It just keeps on. Huh? Yeah.
I thought we got them both.
We
So-
killed one of them. But
it just keeps on snapping at you viciously.
yeah, probably doesn't miss me. It probably just keeps on like
Yeah.
hitting my shield or my armor, because none of my armor comes from dexterity at all. I have 9 dexterity.
Alright.
I mean, eventually I'm gonna get full plate, and it's not even gonna matter.
No, but yeah.
Alright, so
I
yeah,
mean, you still have the
he's
-1 dex penalty.
just repeatedly
I'll probably
Is-
make 4th level a dex raise.
just like repeatedly
Instead of
grabbing and biting and whipping at your armor and shield, doing basically nothing.
Yeah.
Alright. Back to Lily.
I trundle around the beastie and boop you on the nose, and suddenly you are large.
There we go. Seeing sense now.
I wish to boop this creature.
Leave the reckless charging to me, okay?
Stop
Alright.
wanting.
Bram, your turn.
Bram aims his crossbow and fires at the entangled son of a bitch.
Alright.
Alright,
Roll 2 eat.
+2 in the roll. 6.
No success.
Is the bolt unsalvageable?
You probably have to look later once the battle's over.
Well, yes. Like I know Bram is going to look later, but I am asking now. So
Okay.
do I have to erase one of my bolts?
Yeah, I think with something that low, it might just be like a whiff. I feel like if it's sub 10,
Yeah, alright, it's salvageable.
Cool.
yeah.
I'll ask about my arrows afterwards.
I mean, arrows also shouldn't necessarily break as soon as they hit something either.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
imply a rather weakly constructed arrow. Alright.
The whole arrows being one-shot things is just sort of a weird video game RPG convention that...
No one ever bothered to really consider.
I mean, it probably came out of having ammo limits on guns, and then it makes sense to transfer those mechanics over to bows if you don't think too hard.
Yeah.
I mean, there are situations where you could like lose an arrow, like if you're sniping at an enemy that's in a moving
Yeah.
conflict. Or...
But
so
yeah.
keep track of that. Yeah.
So, okay.
Alright. And Errol?
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Alright, same old, but this time huge.
Large, not huge.
Yeah, just
Different size category.
Yeah.
Lol.
Okay, that's 17.
Alright, that hits. Roll down.
Alright, it's a D8. 1d8 plus 3.
Yay!
Yeah.
7 damage.
Alright. You bring the spear crashing down on the beast, and, well and goodly do it in. You sort of dig into its neck, several tendrils splitting off and wriggling on the ground. And the beast, the beast's throat is pierced so thoroughly that it can't even quite get out a screech before it dies.
Okay. So, what was that?
Shall we deal with our thief first? Lazan says.
I mean, that is what this is. I would have liked it if you hadn't just jumped to the chase there.
Alright, is the door still blocked? Charlie goes up and tries it.
Yes, the door has been re-blocked.
I'm large now.
Wham, wham.
Yeah. How about you just
Let's
sort
just
of
cut to the
kick in the
chase.
door?
Somebody.
Now we're doing
Okay.
Slowly increasing steadily rising.
Some. Hey, now.
Okay. Now, I was coming here hoping to talk a little bit. My friends kind of jumped the gun on that, and I apologize for that, but throwing monsters out at us, I don't really like that, so... Strength check, that's a 5. But I just do it again.
Some.
4.
Some.
4!
Assist.
Okay, an 18. So that's gonna be a 21. So like... Like three knocks, and then one really powerful just...
Been a while since
Bram
we've had
hasn't this time like cranked his crossbow and like reloaded.
Alright.
Which wow, I just realized what that's. that's quite a way of putting it,
Yeah.
John, but
Cranking the crossbow on your spare time, reloading that ectoplasm.
oh yeah, I mean I can only shoot so many times a day, you know. That's
Lower
how
your
much,
Literally shoot your goo.
Yeah, he is like sort of standing behind Errol, like watching, keeping the door covered.
I mean, I can't really go in right now. I'm just kind of like peeking in.
Yeah, because there's still an entangle in there.
Yeah.
Alright. Who has dark vision here? Anyone?
Ah,
I mean, I
I
don't...
have low light vision.
I think this would be low light vision.
Yeah, I would probably be low light vision, so...
I do not have sparks, so I can't just light a torch immediately. But
Alright, so there's a low... So we have low light vision on Lily.
I think... Do halflings have that too?
Yeah. Bram waddles up between Errol's legs and peeks inside.
Alright. On the table, you see a form covered in an enormous cloak,
oh, it's him.
just sitting on the table, above the floor, wriggling with vines and shit.
Evening. Wait, this is morning. Dumbass.
That was on wait.
God damn it!
Hello again. Sorry we had to bump in like this, but
There's no answer.
Anyhow, Mr. Man, we've come for that which was unrightfully taken.
I'm
from
wrongfully.
us. Shut up. You shut up.
Still no answer.
Give us the
Good.
bow, please.
Oh, you didn't prop that up, did you? He shoots at the cloaked form.
Alright. Rolled a hit.
I assume this thing isn't dodging.
I mean, no.
So that's
10.
10 on the roll, and then whatever the AC of what's
This
going
guy
on.
is-
Alright, that does hit. Roll damage.
Watch us kill some innocents because we
Plus
fucked up.
4 damage.
4 damage.
Alright. Your arrow thuds into the shoulder of whatever this thing is, and there is an ear-piercing scream.
Ah!
Human, non-human?
Human. Really sounding human.
Ah.
What this? Uh-oh. So I don't like this.
Want me to do it again, fucker?
Does the person actually move after being shot?
There is a squirming, but
Uh-oh.
but
That is
no
on
actual movement.
up, and
Wait, you get entangled if you go
Yeah,
inside.
you get entangled.
how far from the door is it?
I mean, like, I don't know, probably.
uh-oh. So what do I need to get to the?
4
How long
feet.
does the entanglement last for?
So you can just reach in with your spear and like lift up the hood.
Yeah, I
Yep.
have a feeling. I have a feeling of what this is, and if it's
All right. There is a form in a burlap. There is a burlap sack over
Yep,
the
called it. Okay.
over the head that you have just decloaked.
Jesus Christ, Bram.
Whoever that is.
Oh yes, this was a reasonable thing to assume, Felizan. Go fuck yourself.
So you just,
All
Oh
right.
shit.
How do you get out?
not the important thing. Let's get this
This
person
is
out of here.
important.
Let's get this person out of here, shall we?
Okay, go in.
All right. Fellas, I'm just gonna go
How
in.
long does the
Entangle only
last?
lasts a minute right now.
All right.
So it's.
I mean,
How many rounds was the combat? Like,
we've had at least 3 rounds of.
all right. So 3
shenanigans
rounds of
happen.
combat is 18 seconds. Say you've been here for a cool 10, maybe more like 20. So that puts us at 38 seconds. So you wait 12 seconds.
And then go and help the fucking person whom Bram just shot. Okay.
22 seconds.
22 seconds. Yes, I'm
All right.
really
sort of
quick.
an awkward 22 seconds as we're sitting around with muffled and the vines beating against the floor.
All right. Let's go. Felazan
All right.
goes and does the thing. Let's get this person out of here.
Wait, is this just a random person?
Well, I mean, that's what you're about to find out.
Burlap sack, you said.
All right, you remove the burlap sack,
Yep.
and it appears to be an entirely normal human. There's a length of rope in its mouth, in the human's mouth, making it impossible for her to talk. But it appears to be an entirely normal human person, aside from the fact that it is now
Ungag, de-rope. Yes.
the human remains entirely silent, just sort of shivering.
Is she in? Okay.
Do we recognize her as a
I'm
patron or
gonna
something?
see how bad her injuries are.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a gnarly 22 on the heel.
All right. How?
Yeah,
bad
I
with
think
her?
that's. I think like if you cure deadly wounds is something you can do with heals. It lets you.
Yeah,
like,
it's like a minute or something of taking time on it, but it
All right.
heals D3 or something
Errol?
All
damage.
right, D3 damage.
Errol, would you mind going to call the town guard or something?
All right, you heal 3 damage.
Neat.
Yeah.
How bad are her injuries?
Well, how much damage did we? Did
4
she do?
damage.
4 damage. All right.
I want that bolt back.
You're an asshole.
He's neutral evil. Yes, he is.
Felazan gives you a massive dirty look and turns to Errol. Errol, we should get someone. Can you go
Yeah,
get
we
the
should
town guard?
probably talk to someone about this.
Yes, right now. Someone needs to call the guard.
All right.
I searched the house for my bow or anything valuable.
All
Yeah,
right.
Bram's helping with that.
All right.
Yeah, Errol's gonna
roll
leave.
perception.
Errol has left to notify the town.
Oof, that's a 12.
All right, and for you,
That's on perception?
yeah.
Okay, that is just 11 then.
All right.
So I guess I can assist Lily's check. bump
Yeah,
it
you
up.
could assist.
So Lily gets a 14.
Yay.
All right. You do in fact find a bow. It's not yours.
Well, by the Felzon School of Justice, this is now your bow.
Do you really want to go into this argument? Is that what Bram says?
Yes, Bram says that.
Okay, fellas are just like, you've already been an asshole. It's just like, okay, you robbed me, took my
You
gold,
didn't know
and
that
then
at the time.
but point being, you robbed me and took all my gold, and then you got off your prison sentence, and now
Create
you're part
water.
and then
Create
and now
water.
you're part of us. As far as I'm
Multiple create
concerned,
waters.
You are both now
Bram is
absolutely drenched.
That time for Errol to not be around.
Oh man, I like this game.
all right, fellas, I'm just.
I think I need to keep gray water on just to keep
Fellas,
these two in
why don't
check.
you-
I'm not defending what I did. I'm just saying what you did is still like.
I wasn't right. You just weren't right either.
Yes.
So what you're saying is you should get paid for robbing me and then evading your prison sentence.
No, I'm
So
just.
why are you so concerned about this?
No, I
still just think
actually
it's
slap you. I'm
illegitimate
rolling
to
to
rob a
hit.
beggar since that's what you think.
Rob a beggar?
That's what you thought you were doing.
What's your
No, I thought you
what's
were
your
robbing.
flat-footed AC?
Now, Hans, you did not know that at the
16.
time. That's
Okay. I do not successfully slap you.
All right. A hand swings by your face from Lily.
Fine, I'll shut up.
Okay.
All right.
What are the qualities of this bow that I have recovered?
It being functional.
Is it a short bow, long
Yes,
bow?
it's a short bow.
Okay. Well, I'll keep it on my person until I track him down and
All right.
get mine.
Do any of you have detect magic by any chance?
No.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait. No.
Okay.
This
that's a
is
bit-
problematic, sir.
I get more spells when I level up.
Yes, but it's detect fucking magic.
Okay,
Isn't
but
that-
I would have to
isn't
get
that
rid
can-
of,
is-
like, Mage Hand or something.
Isn't it a cantrip?
Yes, you should.
Well, next level.
Are there loot tables or something?
Grid, do you know where the loot tables are in the core rulebook?
I do not.
It'd probably be in the game mastery guide.
Alright. So,
Are there any martial one-handed weapons, perhaps?
well, that's what we're about to find out now, isn't it?
How many pots does he have?
What?
You fucking idiot! 27. God.
And a half.
We can sell those pots, or fashion them into armor, or build a small house out of them and live in it.
I hope you do absolutely none of those things.
Ooh, you can carry me in a pot on your back. It's so cute.
You'll be my little Diogenes.
Aw, it's the funniest that Gabo.
Best Gabo.
No galas are best.
Lita
Have
in
you
his
s-
pajamas.
Yita is the best Gabo. He's my favorite Gabo.
So, what now?
Now I find the random loot table is what I find.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's also a site that I use. I can pull that up if you want.
I mean, I just got to the random loot table. so-
Okay.
Alright.
Does mending work on arrows?
It should actually.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm probably able to avoid most arrow loss then. That's cool.
Oh.
mending's handy.
One jar of pickles down.
Alright, good.
Alright, let's see.
Get rid of them. I don't want them.
Was the hostage left with this gang while Errol ran down?
I think Errol would have taken her.
Yes. I mean, if not,
Because
Fellows,
otherwise she's entrusting the hostage to Lily. Because these two aren't functional.
All right, Officer. She wasn't beheaded when I left. Oh, whoops. Sorry, reflexes. I see someone tied up, and I got the scythe, and I just kind of do it. On the plus side, the crops around here gonna be great next year. Oh, Bram, why didn't you stop her? Well, far be it from me to stop an officer of the law from going about her duties.
Graham, you were a
I just know how Bram would be sassy about it. Like, in this joke, yes, he's a degenerate. Also, in reality, he is kind of a degenerate. But in the joke.
Ah!
Alright. On the beasties, which I assume you searched.
Yes.
Alright, on the beasties, you find a buckler.
Who's keeping track of these things?
It's usually Greer. I was
It-
going to assume it was
It
Greer again.
usually is me, because usually I'm the character who has the strength score to carry an obscene amount of shit around. That is not the
Who's
case.
the strongest person? Who's going to be watching the loot? All right.
Probably Simon. And
It's
probably
the
Arrow.
Errol's also
'Cause
the
he-
most reliable to trust.
Yes.
Like, keeping track of this shit. Like,
Yeah.
You want a sheet of paper?
we shouldn't let Bram keep track of.
I don't want
them.
one of yours.
That's the correct answer.
I mean, technically, yes, it is.
Neither Bram nor Lily should be trusted with this.
Nope. Nor fellas on.
What did I do? Like, I argue with him a
What?
lot,
What did I?
but like seriously, like, there's no reason.
I mean, I guess Bram probably wouldn't trust fellas on. So
You wouldn't, and I wouldn't trust you
Bram
with
would
like.
throw a stink, but he would not throw a stink.
I wouldn't trust you with like a
So just a buckler?
broken piece with a piece of
A
shit.
buckler and 5 gold pieces.
Split those up.
We've doubled the party's wealth.
I mean, you're
Turns out
not wrong.
Yeah.
That's fucking dead.
We could sell the buckler too, because I don't think anybody here can really wants to use that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could, but do you have a buckler? Yeah, I think you do.
Yes, I do. So
Yeah.
There's no point in me having it.
Let's just sell it. I think that's like 2.5.
Yeah,
gold
it's pretty
pieces.
cheap.
Oh. Well, we can handle selling this. We're all
Yeah.
loot.
Yeah. What about the thingamajigs themselves? Do they look what? I'm going to attempt to knowledge nature to see, first off, if they're anything I vaguely recognize, and second off,
Alright.
are they even animals and or edible? That's an 18 knowledge nature.
All right. You have no fucking clue what these things are.
Yeah.
And not in that you're like, I've never seen this before. You're like, I am absolutely sure that there is no way I could have seen this before.
Yeah.
It is
Just
a
so
sureness of not being able to have known what they are.
Yeah, just so you know, knowledge nature covers the identification of animals, plants, fae, and monstrous humanoids, I believe.
All right.
And there might be one vermin as well.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't got
Educated guess as to whether it's safe to eat.
Just because of how fuck you Tkohl is, it is made out of, healthy organic proteins, but they're all amino-sinister instead of amino-dextrous, or that kind of situation.
I don't know. Roll a...
Guess that's probably a survival.
Yeah, roll that dank survival.
Nice.
26.
No. Bad eat wrong. Not good, bad wrong. Will die evil, bad wrong.
This is like calamari mixed with rubber.
That's pretty awful.
And this is messed up enough that even casting Purify Food and Drink won't make it edible. I'm assuming.
Has to be food
I mean,
first.
it's definitely not going to be tasty.
Do you want to try?
I'm gonna say purify food and water isn't gonna cut it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will try to find a source of fire in the house.
I mean, the house is made of wood, so.
Well, yes, but I mean like a spark to light said fire with.
Like, is there a
Flint and steel?
hearth?
There are.
Or
there is
like
a
most. My understanding is most medieval houses, like, you wouldn't let the fire go out. Like, you would have a candle or embers in the fire pit, basically.
There
all the
is
time,
a single fire. There is a single candle burning above the hearth. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to collect various bits of scrap wood and build a pyre to burn these abominations on.
All right. Is there like a skill for that? Roll just like a flat D20.
That's just time.
Yeah, just take 10 on it. All right. While that is happening, Errol, I assume you are escorting the lovely terrified lady back to the town.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you doing all right now? It's okay.
Envy
It's all
just
gonna
have a girl in his...
It's going to be fine. Okay, so
maybe the bastard
Where-
turned himself into a woman just to get away.
Is that your cover story when you explain why you shot her?
I shot her because I thought she was the thief and the guy who was summoning abominations on us. That's my cover story.
I think that's a pretty reasonable cover story. Because it's
Especially
true.
since we didn't kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out, Bram, the best cover story is often the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bram still feels no guilt or personal
That's yes.
anxiety
Like,
over it.
and then you screamed, "Get the crossbow bolt back!"
I didn't scream and I just asked, can I have that when Lily took it out.
You know why I'm objecting.
I mean, it's just making use of your resources. You don't want to waste that.
This is Tkohl, baby. We gotta conserve.
All right, so I'm gonna go to wherever the
Disgusting.
watch.
All
if
right.
this town has a watch.
It does not.
Okay.
We are the watch now.
Not as disgusting as robbing a crippled bank.
Okay.
A fire hose level of force hits you. Stop!
Okay. Okay.
It blows your tiny body right
Well-
across the meadow. Just
Well, for lack of a better place, let's go to the wet bitch.
Alright.
I'm going to ask.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
This is just
You-
a...
Ah!
Don't you remember that? You walked in and Martin was like, "Welcome to the wet bitch."
Okay, so I'm going to take her in there, and I'm going to go up to Martin
All right.
if he's there.
Martin is there.
All right, and Errol's got a look of urgency, and he's very serious right now.
All right.
So he goes up to the counter. Excuse me, Martin.
Martin turns around. And, what the?
Do you know who this is?
No.
I found her in Envy's house, tied up, and in a bag.
That's what Seems like Envy's business.
Is there somebody I can contact? She was terrified.
Oh.
I think she might have been kidnapped or something. Also, Envy has some crazy monsters that he sent out of his house.
New Envy was strange, but that seems a bit past his capacity. Yes, there's a gentleman sort of, well, basically directly south from here, a couple of houses down, a man named Gairn. He's sort of the de facto protector of this town.
Okay, thank you. Alright, out I go. Let's find Garen.
Alright. Not Garen, but Gairn.
Garen?
Gairn.
Yeah.
Not
I feel
Garen.
like if he has a big ass sword and shoulder pads, I'm going to be upset.
I mean, I just think of Fire Emblem Garen when I think of Garen.
Michael and I think of a very different Garen.
Because...
You know, man, everyone shit talks
So you have, like, no idea how we pulled this off.
Alright. Y'all have finished looting the place. You've
What?
successfully built the pyre.
Yes.
Do you all head back into town?
Wait, is the buckler and the 5 gold pieces all we got?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless we want to raid him for pots.
Are the pots of good enough quality?
Well, I guess more importantly,
The vines
Do we-
broke them.
They're made of metal. Is the metal salvageable?
No, they're not. They're made of ceramic. They're pots. He has like one cooking pot and it's a piece of shit. You really want to salvage that? Fine. Everything else is ceramic and was broken by the vines.
well, I guess the more important question is, does anybody else currently have a pot for cooking food in?
No? Alright, let's bring it.
And we
Alright.
now have a pot so that we can make things like stew or boiling our food.
You need to consider ammo. Bullshit, we all know how fucked up that is.
Oh
What?
man.
What do you mean how fucked up that is?
Oh, I just shot a woman accidentally. Well, first I better make sure that the crossbow bolt is okay.
Hey, Lily's making
Yes.
sure. Lily's making sure she's okay.
Oh man.
totally
two party members who are absolutely brutal and two who are at least relatively speaking moral. What
Like-
the fuck, dude?
And the funny
Like-
fact is, the brutal ones are the ones who don't have anywhere
Like,
near
Felix
active
that's not
combat experience.
doesn't have a good life, but he's lawful neutral. He has a very strong sense of fairness, and this is fucked up.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
it's
I
a sense
assume.
of fairness, which is if me and someone else were get robbed, we
Okay, once again, so you're telling me you should get a profit for evading
God.
arrest and then
No, no.
losing your
So
No,
I
he's
just
saying he should
closed
get
the
back
door
all
the
of his
house.
money.
light it on fire. Hans, I'm not saying I should. Bram has never said what he did was okay.
Okay.
He's just saying what you did is
Was
by
also
your
fucked up.
standards not right. So you're a hypocrite, which Bram is not.
Bram's just an asshole.
Brand
Yes.
is open about what he does.
I am
being wrong.
evil and a thief.
Would you like me to give you back the gold piece?
Yes. Or at least Errol, because like he gave me a gold piece to make me shut up.
Which you fucking didn't.
I did in his company.
This is hell.
You know what? Fine.
I flipped them both off while creating water back into them.
Are you? Right. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this gold piece. Bram takes it, gets another one of his gold pieces, actually. He's gonna give that to Errol. He's going to keep the one you gave him and, like, just, like, wear it on a chain around his neck.
Okay.
This is the absolute pettiest shit in the world.
I haven't
Are we
played
good?
I haven't
Are
played
we
Other
good now?
Bastard. Well, we're consistent, and that's what matters.
I wish you hadn't robbed me.
So
Even
we,
if I didn't know the time, I still wish you hadn't robbed me.
so you
Because a
all
lot
go
of
back
patience-
into town.
What do you mean?
Okay,
shrug?
guys, for fuck's sake! Can we just move along?
You robbed him? No, I'm not getting into this. Fuck you both.
I'm the only decent person here.
Fellas, I should be like this. I need to tone this down.
All right, so you all go back into town. Fucking right.
Yes!
That is-
Great. Do you all return to the wet bitch? Its
Yes.
official name may or may not be Psy Wet Bitch. It is unclear whether or not that is a mandatory part of the bar's name.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to Garen.
Yes, you're going to Garen. Do you three go back to the wet bitch?
Yeah, I go back to the white
Yep.
bitch.
All right.
I put my mending of small objects sign and just set up shop by the door. Shop is me like with my arms folded, sitting on the ground.
All right. Lily
I go in.
and Felizan.
Go in. Why not?
It should be noted that I look horrible right now, considering I'm still at 1 hit point.
Yes.
All right.
God, your sorrows greater. Make them take some dual damage.
All right. You walk in and Martin looks up, looks down, looks back up, eyes widen. You look wonderful. A vision, really. I see. I see. I see. What? Sir, I don't believe I caught your name. What happened?
Felizan, and the fellow you said likely stole her bow.
Yes, Envy.
We didn't find the bow. He
Yeah, you
sicked
did.
a
You
bunch.
found a sharp bow.
Oh, we didn't find her bow.
Ah.
He sicked a bunch of very strange, unpleasant creatures on us, and as you can see, he set this woman up as a decoy and then made his escape.
Well, I mean, I'm not here anymore, and she's not here
Okay,
either.
well, he set a woman up as a decoy.
Oh, yes, Errol came in about that.
Mm-hmm. And well, now
Say,
we don't know where
you
he
might
is.
want to know, he's gone to a gentleman's house, a man named Garen. He's sort of the town's protector. A couple doors that way. You look.
I will go join them then. Felizan heads off to Garen's.
Any humor aside, you look a fright. What happened?
Bad.
One of them got me really good with a bite.
All right then. Well, glad to see you haven't quite kicked it.
It was close.
All right.
I was almost passing out as I was casting my healing spell.
User of magics. I suppose I knew that already. Don't get many of those through here. Strange breed you all seem to be, but there seemed to be no trouble aside to Envy, who granted was never any trouble to me, but I've heard stories of him being an unpleasant character. Sorry. Well, I won't ask any further questions. Not really my business.
Wow, that was an experience.
I think I'm just gonna sit here with my alcohol for a bit while my friends do the investigating.
Yep, let's go do things.
Alright, so I take this woman.
I head up to Garen's as well, so I'll probably meet them eventually.
Oh yeah, but for now it's just
Yeah,
me and
I know,
her.
I know.
Do you have a name?
She continues to be completely silent, shivering a little.
Alright. You don't need to answer. Just take your time. It'll be okay. Alright. Let's go into Garen's.
Alright.
Is this just a cottage or something?
It's just a normal house.
Okay.
Alright, do you knock on the
Yep.
door? There is a very gruff voice saying, "What do you want?"
There was a...
I don't recognize your voice. Who are you?
Errol Riverside, a traveler.
What do you want with me?
There's a woman here who was kidnapped.
The door is flung wide open, and a man who appears to be 6'6".
He's taller than me.
He is a big motherfucker.
He's got 4 inches on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is wearing scale mail that is clearly very old, and looks to be approximately 340 pounds.
Wow.
This man is fucking huge.
All right.
Is this 340 fat or 340 ripped?
This is like 340. This is like 340 eating nothing but steak every day. Like, this man is just like raw. This man is just 340 pounds of protein.
Like, not the bodybuilder thing
Not
exactly,
he's
but
not
like,
a bodybuilder in that, like,
So,
he doesn't.
like,
He doesn't have like a 12 and a half pack or anything.
But, like, you can tell that almost all of that weight is muscle, and
Yeah,
you
it's
could not poke at him.
yeah. Like, if you poked at him, it wouldn't be. You wouldn't get like this, like immediate like steel muscle. Like, damn, this dude is fucking ripped. You would just get like a, wow, that's a lot less give than I would assume a man of your stature would have. My God, right then.
All right, so
Okay. A situation like that.
All right.
Yes.
So this guy.
Garen is fucking huge.
I'm not used to looking up to people.
absolute unit.
you absolute unit.
This man is 3.4 absolute units.
This absolute unit. I love that meme.
Alright, so yes, Garen looks down at you. What happened?
Well, a friend of mine had a weapon of hers stolen by a fellow named Anvi. Apparently he's known around this part. We went to his house to try and confront him about it, but we were attacked by some strange beasts. I don't even know what they were. I'd never seen something like them.
What did they look like?
Sort of canine with these tendrils on their head. It wasn't a pretty sight. We dispatched of them.
I knew it.
We went inside and saw a cloaked figure. A friend of mine, well, jumped the crossbow, as it were, and shot at it, but it turns out it was this woman. She hasn't said anything since we've taken her out of there.
Right. Get in.
Alright. So, I lead her in as well.
Alright. The woman hesitates for a moment and then sort of
It's okay, come on.
and then scurries in. Garen closes the door behind you, bolts it twice, and brings a sort of about a this-sized barrel down from a shelf and sets it on the table. Anyone else? He says, beginning to fill a mug.
It's chamomile.
Sleepy time.
God damn it.
Oh, that really clears the senses.
It is actually a blueberry and herbal brew.
Oh, great!
It is.
This is...
It's like literally It is literally medieval sleepy time tea.
Aw.
Errol likes tea. He likes tea a little better than alcohol.
The man fills a mug and offers it to the woman. She just looks at the table. He sets it down.
I just kind of gesture my cup at her, like...
She seems to nod her assent, but does not move towards the mug.
We couldn't find Envy at all.
Alright. That was another little piece of shitless trouble. Oh well. Is she alright? Injured in any way?
I think there is still a bit of wounding from the crossbow bolt, but I think she'll be fine.
He turns to the girl. You alright? Anything needs seeing to? The girl says absolutely nothing and shrinks back in her chair.
She hasn't said anything since we've taken her out of there.
I thought I could trust a man who danced the Kazachok.
This man danced like the fucking cosmic Kazachok. Dude could push from the Kazachok onto a table. Like, the fuck kind of quads that man have?
Should have realized he was too powerful.
And looks at you. Well, seems we've gotten to know each other quickly. Your name is Errol, then?
Yes, I'm from Clearbrook up north. No, blah. That's a town in Octopath Traveler. Brook Hill.
Brookhill.
I'm from Brook Hill up north.
Ah. So I've been there many times. Well, frankly, I don't know if I could track on V at this point. Suppose it's worth you knowing. Envy is a more recent resident of the town. He came a couple of years ago. I had a sneaking suspicion he was trouble incarnate, but everyone else didn't seem to mind him. He kept to his own for the most part. The man danced like a maniac, and people seemed to like him around town. He did his part. Worked a lot with the fishers on the river. Man had a trick he would do where he would just raise his hand above his head, wait and seem to be aiming for something, plunge his hand in and nab a fish right out of the water. I always had a sneaking suspicion he was more magic than not, but this rather clinches it.
Earlier I saw him in the white bitch earlier, and
That actually gets a bit of a sniff out of Garen.
Just like the way it is.
Martin was the one who pointed me towards you. But I saw him in there earlier. His body seemed to materialize under his cloak.
What?
Is that's not a thing that people... Okay, yeah. That doesn't make sense. He's probably a Fae then.
Did anyone else seem to be bothered by it? I mean someone else must have seen it.
People were watching, but they didn't really react.
And no one bothered to tell. No one bothered to tell me. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I have to rearrange the doorways now.
Come on, John. Don't. You're giving me the material's too good. It's too good.
He does this when you're GMing.
Fucker.
I can't help it, it's a curse.
I agree.
What a curse!
All right. At this point, the girl has steadily snuck the mug off of the table and is just huddling as close to it as she can, gently sipping. There's sort of a loud. And then she goes.
Errol smiles at that. So
No one bothered to tell me jack shit about this town for a month and a half, longer probably. Feels like I just got here.
it's hard being a protector. I know that much.
Oh, are you of a sort?
Well, I've aspired. I've fallen short in many ways, though.
You seem capable enough. Not sure how I feel about that weapon at your hip.
I used to have a better one.
Didn't we all? It is worth noting that above the fireplace on a sort of display rack, is a great club
Oh,
and a longsword.
okay. I'm not gonna steal that. And the door's locked right now, so our resident stealers can't get in here and actually
And
do
if
that.
you stole it in front of Garen, you might take the great club off the wall, and then you would be in 7 different shades of shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's at least a couple levels ahead of me right now.
Ahead of all of us.
A bit out of
That's
my
a
league.
fucking big boy.
Yeah. So, do you have any ideas for the next course of action here? If there's anything you can do to bring this man to justice, I'm more than happy to help.
I'm afraid I've got to stay here. People in this town don't appreciate me, but they still need me.
There's no town watch.
Nope. Too small. Most people here are farmers or fishers. Hunters, some of them, but really no one has the time of a coin to just go buy a set of mail or a sword, keep watch at any given day.
Learning how to fight men is very different from hunting, after all. Well,
more than that, learning how to fight Fae is a realm of discipline all its own.
very true.
Someone wouldn't know the first thing about it. Well, frankly, I've never been a good teacher.
Well, I do have some companions who were with me when we fought on these creatures. So, if we can help out in that regard, we'll be in River Break for a little bit. Like, it was going to be like 2 months, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be in River Break for a month or two, so we can afford to help out around here, if need be. If there's any insight you could give into where to look first.
Alright. Well, there's a fey hole a mile or two out of town.
A fey hole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a thing you're familiar with.
Well, I'm just saying that as Simon,
Ah.
being like, fey hole? I mean, I've been traveling a while, I probably know, like, I'm imagining a fey hole would be like a place where a notorious fey is hanging out.
A fey hole is effectively just like a hole in the ground that if you try and fuck with, you get an acme anvil dropped on your head that fey pop out of.
Oh, that's probably what the hole in that chasm is, isn't it? Far to the west of here.
That one's a pretty fucking big fey hole if it's a fey hole, man.
How big is a fey hole generally? Is it like...
It's like a foot across.
I remember there's not really a standard size.
Yeah,
'cause they
I
are
mean-
fuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're...
I believe you previously said that sometimes it's like a bush.
Yeah, you could just walk into a bush,
Mm,
and that would be a fey hole.
okay.
They are called fey holes because they are most commonly just holes. But every once in a while, you'll like lift a glass to your face, and the glass will swallow you whole, and you'll wind up in a pocket dimension.
God damn it!
God damn it! I'm gonna get out of here, and my beer is gonna be spilled fucking everywhere.
Some people it happens themselves.
Man, you know, you couldn't have like had the portal still have the beer in it, so it's just a bunch of beer, and I only have to pay for one glass. Man, it's lame. They are lame.
All right.
All right. I guess that's a
At
place.
this point, I assume you guys knock on the door.
Or Felizon would have gone there first. I'm
Yeah, Felly's on.
Yeah, you guys are probably staying back there.
They needs to rest.
I don't want to just butt Bram into any situation where like he's just trying to keep his business going over at the other place.
Yeah, so I imagine Felizon
I
shows up at
assume he
this
doesn't
point.
get a lot of traffic, but
Yeah. Hello?
Oh, that's a friend of mine. Felizon?
You trust
Yeah.
him?
I've known him for a long time now.
Right. Garen opens the door. How
Alright.
tall is Felisan?
5'11".
Alright, this guy has
7 inches on
7 inches on you. He is fuck huge.
I kind of wave from behind.
Sir Darren, I presume?
That's me.
I'm a friend of Errol's. I was
So he tells me. Your name?
Felizon. Felizon Shadow. A pleasure to meet you.
Alright, come on in.
How's the girl doing? Felizon looks over at her.
She's drinking.
The girl slowly, shiveringly turns to you, mug still in her hands.
Yeah.
Felizon just like if you're
So like, give me like a description of this girl. Like how old is she? What are?
She looks to be approximately of 15 years.
Okay.
You can't really see a lot under the cloak that I
No.
assume you left on her.
Yeah. I mean, she can have that if it gives her security.
He's just kind of like... The hood has been taken down. She has sort of shoulder-length blonde hair that gets weirdly white at the tips.
Huh.
Almost like a platinum blonde at the end.
Huh. Okay. She's probably a fae too. God damn it. Okay. Well.
Yeah, she explodes into confetti like a party popper and disappears.
just like Errol, I think we got pranked.
She leaves a shimmering neon sparkle note in the sky that says it's just a prank, bro.
Why you have to be mad?
alright, I'll get a broom.
Garrett's just like, alright.
Alright.
So. Anyway.
So, have you guys discussed anything about the situation?
Well,
I've been explaining to him who Envy was. A little shit.
a newcomer in town a few years ago,
Hmm.
who nobody also apparently that whole body materializing under his cloak, that's not a thing people know him for.
Well,
Seems everyone but me knows him for it.
Maybe there was,
maybe they thought it was just a parlor trick or something.
maybe they didn't notice it, I don't know.
Hmm. In any case, so any chance of knowing
You
where
never
he
know
is
what
now?
to think with these things.
I beg your pardon?
Any chance of knowing where he is now?
Well, as I was just saying to your friend here, there's a Fey hole a few miles outside of town. I have a suspicion that if he is a Fey, he's arrived there.
Hmm.
He probably is.
Well, that's a way to go, I suppose. But that is a Fey hole. It's going to be a hell of a trek if we get there.
Well, we have to try something out.
Indeed.
It doesn't do well to just allow these things to happen.
Of course. I just want to make sure we don't just get.
You know, if
turned
we
in a
sold
circle.
that short bow, we'd have like 25 gold pieces, and I could get like a long sword. I'm just gonna save that.
Although I need to.
Once we get mine back, we can.
Okay.
Well then, I suppose that will be our next destination once the others are in better states,
Yes,
or specifically Lily.
Lily needs some time to heal.
Indeed,
She got
hurt real bad.
right fucked up, she did.
Alright.
Well, we also have to think of what to do about her.
Yes. I'd ask her what she wants, but
She's not really saying anything.
I suppose.
I've got one room at the wet bitch, but
Carlos does his damn stuff full of chocolate, stifle of chocolate, but doesn't quite.
there's 4 people in that room already, and I don't think that'd be a good place.
Alright. I have extra room, I suppose.
If you're alright with that.
Lady?
Still not saying anything.
Do you have anywhere to stay? The girl slowly, shakingly shakes her head. Shakingly shakes her head. You're a fucking wordsmith. He continues. Do you want to stay here? Do you want anything? Do you say anything? The girl pauses for a minute. Nods her head, shakes her head, and then shakes her head.
It's like this fucking body language gymnastics here.
Alright.
I suppose that'll have to do.
Well, thank you very much for doing this.
Not much good to anyone anymore. I might as well help where I can.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, I'm more than happy to. But I suppose the best way to do that is investigate. In a few days' time, I think we'll set off for the Fayhole.
Alright then. Well, I wish you the best of luck.
You too, Sir Gam.
So Garen,
Sir Darrow. I haven't been Sir in years and years and years and years and miles and miles and miles.
for you once a night.
Well, that's a strong word for it.
You've got some fine weapons on the wall.
Well, might just have to do with your circumstances. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. There's an interesting story with that. I was under a crime that I never truly understood. I was imprisoned down in Rosengrad. And you know what happens to prisoners there.
Yes, the city where everyone's a criminal. Only about half of them actually are.
Well, I asked the guard to take all of my belongings and, well, sell them and give them to those in need. I ended up being bailed out by a completely random benefactor, but it turns out that that guard did follow through on his promise.
Well, I suppose
There are worse ways to lose all of one's belongings.
so. There could be worse things. Well,
Well, I won't take advantage of your hospitality for much longer. I should be getting back to my other friends.
If you'll pardon me, sir, or Mr. Garen, I suppose, what sort of work do you do that may or may not be appreciated by this town?
Oh, I'm sort of the protector, I suppose. Town needs help. Needs help with that genuine threat. I'm the one they call. Seems you've all beaten me to the punch on this one.
Simply due to circumstance, yes. I simply ask because since we'll be here for a while, I may be looking for some work to do in the meantime. I was a member of a mercenary company up until the same incident that allowed me and Arrowhead to reunite. The Blackfoot Mercenary Company, if you've heard of it.
Sounds familiar.
But yes, in any case...
Operate more on the plains, don't they?
Yes, hence, and they are currently a fair distance away from here, so as of now I'm unemployed. So if there's any work I could do around in the city, that would be a boon.
I can show you how to fish.
That would be quite nice.
My parents were fishers, so.
Oh.
Yes, up in Brookhill.
Oh yes, I suppose.
But yes, if there's any work you would like assistance in doing, I may be able to help in that regard.
Well, all right.
In any case,
Always work to be done in these small towns.
Indeed.
Might not be able
True.
to get gold for it per se, but you might
Perhaps
get
not.
food.
Yes, many of us could feed you. Not pay you, but feed you, certainly.
Indeed.
All right. Well, let's be off then.
Indeed.
It's
A pleasure to meet, Sir Garen.
Pleasure to be called sir again.
I'm sorry, it seems more natural.
Don't worry.
Well then.
You two take care of yourselves. Watch your backs.
same to you.
Thank you.
All right. So we exit. So the day is still young. Feels like so much has happened, but it's still only morning.
All right.
What say we go back?
11:45 right
Yeah.
by the
What say we go down to the riverbank, see if there's work to be done there.
That sounds quite a good idea. Should we talk to the others first? Or should we let them rest for just a little time being?
Let them know we're going down there, but other than that,
Sounds good. Let's head out to the riverbank then, why not?
Alright.
okay.
So you guys are stopping by the inn, or?
Yeah. Well, yeah. We stopped by the inn, and we're gonna
Alright.
let you know that we're going to be by the riverbank.
Makes sense. I'll see if I can drum up
Yeah.
any business here. Oh, here.
Oh. What's this for?
Debts have been repaid.
All right. Far be it from me to turn away a gift.
That was a slight.
Hey, look at that sky that isn't. Hey, look at that sky. It's very pretty and all. Look at
You end up looking at the roof of the fucking inn.
That bird is far away.
Yeah. I assume Lily is upstairs, just getting some.
I think she was drinking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's
I
just...
look over. So she is.
She's not nearly as hammered as she was last night.
Really?
She's just kind of,
Please don't
A
lose
bit
your sight
tipsy.
as well.
fuck you.
All right. Well, we'll be down by the riverbank, doing some fishing. My parents were fishers, actually, so I know a few things.
Alright then,
If you
let's.
break a rod,
Yeah.
mending of a small object.
I suppose I'll know who to contact then. All right. So,
Alright.
I don't really have any associated skill with fishing, unfortunately, but you know,
Alright.
I can make it work.
Yeah, I don't know. Both of you roll a flat d20.
Yeah, I don't know.
This
Could
town,
we factor in like a wisdom?
That's 16.
Yeah, sure. Factor in wisdom. Fuck it.
Okay, 17.
Alright. The pair of you make a surprisingly good haul for a couple of people out of town no one knows.
Yeah.
Lily's gonna, after drinking for a little bit, plop down next to your mending sign.
MENDYNGE OFSMAL OBGECTES. Ah! That's as good as my
And-
spelling is.
With one of her arrows writes on the ground, purification of food or water.
We're a weird little outfit here.
Cantrips!
You want us to roll anything for this?
Sure.
Or do...
What the
does
fuck are
someone
you
bring
gonna roll? Charisma?
I guess I could roll like a charisma
Both
check.
of you roll charisma.
Alternatively, could consider this to be some sort of untrained profession check that we're making.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. It's an untrained profession check.
So it's wisdom bonus. 12.
17.
Alright. A lady in a long tunic, sort of scurrying through town, turns, sees and walks up to you, and says, "Sir, are you a mender of small objects?"
That I am. Bram.
It seems my bucket's cracked quite well on the bottom here. She shows you the bottom of the bucket, and there's a full plank missing.
Alright. Yeah. How much were you thinking you were going to spend getting this fixed or replaced?
I was just going to go and find some wood for it, but if you could... If
It's like 5 copper your time, 3 copper.
what would I... Suppose I gave you a bit of herbs instead.
Yeah, fair. Alright, Bram grabs it and infuses it with his magic, which causes it to sort of go limp, and he shakes it a few, like, it sort of deforms cartoony style, and he smacks it against the ground a few times until it straightens out with the crack, with the missing plank sealed in. There you go. Like, the bucket is slightly smaller because, like, wood had to be reformed from other parts of the bucket.
But hey,
That mental image though, just sort of like shaking out a bucket that's as floppy as like a towel.
Alright. She reaches over to her bag. She reaches to her belt and undoes a little satchel. Undoes the string attaching a little satchel to her belt and hands it to you.
Obliged. Can also cool things if you want. Get you some ice, but I might have to charge for that.
Alright, I'll keep that in
Tell
mind.
your friends.
Alright.
just alright. How's the fishing?
We need to get a wagon and just have like the cantrip, the
my God,
traveling
become-
cantrip merchants.
Become fucking snake oil salesman.
It's not snake oil. It works.
Snake oil works at being snake oil. It's very
You
effective.
haven't
at
called
it, in
himself
fact.
snake oil salesman.
Some 100% genuine snake oil. Best at being snake oil out of anything else.
100% success rate at being snake oil.
What does it do? It does the thing snake oil does. That's what it does.
So nothing.
All the information is there, except for the information that isn't there. That's a quote from Earthbound when you're given the map.
Alright, I scored some hot rosemary. Nice.
All right. How's the fishing
No,
going?
you didn't. She just left.
Oh, she didn't even give me the herbs?
No, like you got a bunch of herbs. You
That was
didn't
a
score
satchel.
anything with rosemary.
Oh, their name was Rosemary. It is a pun or play on words. King of jokes.
Jacob. All right. So
All right. Yeah, you now have a little bag of herbs. All right.
What kinds of herbs, though?
good herbs.
I don't know, the aromatic kind. Okay.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme.
Rosemary twice.
I don't care for that.
This is not allowed.
All right.
We
So-
better take a trip down to Scarborough Fair before we. Yeah. Hey, I'm not funny.
We all know that every
jokes.
we all know that every joke gets better if you explain it.
Yeah.
All right.
Felon just during the fishing felon just perks up. I feel like someone's making really bad jokes somewhere.
Anyway,
But
the
yeah,
worst
It's your
superpower I've
imagination.
ever heard of.
but yeah, how's the fishing going?
Well, I mean,
meanwhile?
we already know. It went well.
Oh, okay.
Very well.
How?
yeah. All right, the two of you earn 4 flank of salmon, 4 fillet of salmon.
Okay. I assume there's a market nearby. We can put up our wares.
Salmon don't live in rivers.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they
Salmon live in. They're both freshwater and
I assume there's
saltwater
someplace
fish.
we can like sell some fish.
I mean,
You're
And
probably
salmon.
better off just eating the
you'd
salmon.
probably
guess.
just
Yeah.
you'd probably just eat it.
Yeah, and
And
like
also-
this is salmon.
Yeah,
It's
it's
good.
good.
Fucking bad.
Oh, this is good. Oh, this brings back so many memories. I
I
wonder
haven't
if
had salmon in a while, actually. You
Oh,
were
me
just
too.
trout or haddock.
I've missed it. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna set up a. I mean, I guess we'd ask if we can use the kitchen at the. Like bitch.
It's probably we can just put it over the fire,
Yeah.
chop it up into a stew.
Beside white bitch. I do love
Yeah.
that.
Use our fancy new herbs.
And our very unfancy new cooking pot.
Bram will let you. Yeah, Bram will give some herbs if he gets some of the